Hello, everybody, and welcome to SnJs Middle Ground.
Hi, friends.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Sarah. Your favorite. Your fan favorite.
Oh, God. And the bullshit's already flying. That was a new record. That was negative 2 seconds.
There's no need to be rude.
John, how are you, sir? Welcome in.
Oh, John's here?
Yeah. You don't know who John is?
No. Hi.
I like where your head's at.
I was excited. I'm excited when anybody's here.
Cheers.
Huzzah!
Cheers to another,
This is a non-alcoholic mimosa, everybody.
Yes, it is. But this is a very alcoholic bourbon.
Oh, yeah. It's a full glass. It's always full, even though mine is empty.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
At SnJs, we're going to try to attempt to play a video game.
Nah. Why would we do that?
While also talking about nerdy shit and all the goings-ons and...
No, our podcast is just not meant for video games. I'm not a video game person, Jeff, and we know this, so I don't even know why we try anymore, you know?
You said you enjoyed it last time.
I enjoyed that video game, but then the last time we played we played for 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it gave us, at least something.
Because talking to me is not enough. It's not something.
Well, eventually it broke down and, the talks broke down.
Jeffrey, do you want to talk about how that party bus was?
Oh, no?
I do. I surely do.
I had a good time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, we were doing a video where you start with this is me on my first beer, and then this is me on my last beer. Jeff was very composed on his first beer. Second beer, or last beer, he was like, my name is Jeff.
It was good.
It was really good.
It was good, and I don't remember the drive back.
And then everybody, there was a couple people passed out on the party bus, and I tucked everybody in. Jeremy was assed up in the back, so I put a blanket over him. Your neck looked like it broke, so I put a pillow under you.
I saw the picture of me with the pillow. Passed out.
Yeah, I tried to put a blanket over you as well. Yeah. I just I'm a caretaker. By heart, naturally, I'm just a caring...
Sobriety usually does that.
Yeah, caring, loving person. It's just, I've always been that way.
I mean, I wouldn't argue against that. I mean, you've always been...
I've always been good-natured. It's just that sometimes I get a little wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no more, though. No more. I'm grandma now.
Okay.
There's no need to lie.
No, you're good.
So, Jeffrey, how's your week been? What's been going on with you? Anything new? Because I have news, but I'm just going to wait till you tell me news.
You have news? Anyway, we'll get there. It was my father's 71st birthday.
Your dad's 71?
He is.
Wow. Hank does not look like he's in his 70s.
No, he still makes amazing ass boiled peanuts.
Oh, dude.
He's still...
Hank's boiled peanuts. I wait every year for those to come around, and they came around twice this year.
Already twice this year.
Yeah.
It was
They'll be back for the Super Bowl, right? For your birthday?
Of course, yeah.
But that's next year.
Next year. They'll probably get made eventually. Before that.
Gourmet meal.
But yeah, we went golfing for his birthday on Monday. Shot an 84. Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I shot an 80, so.
So for Sarah, who knows jack shit about golf, it's pretty good. Only 10% of golfers in the world can break 90.
Yeah, and I'm one of them. So.
Yep. No, you're
I am one of them.
Yep.
I don't know why you're lying to people.
Maddie's here.
Who? Hello, I'm on YouTube. I'm looking at the YouTube one.
Do the Twitch. So we can interact with the peeps.
Why are you yelling? There's somebody on YouTube that wants to talk to me.
No, there's not.
Yeah, her name's Crystal. Why are you acting like this person's not here?
Why does this person exist?
Why are you being all mean? These people exist? You act like I don't have friends outside of this friend group. And I do. I really do.
They are K-pop friends.
Look at you paying attention. So, speaking of K-pop, listen.
God, is this the news? The news had to do with K-pop?
What else?
You know what?
What else is Sarah doing?
Not surprised.
Sarah's only fixated on one thing at a time, and that fixation takes over her life, personality, and well-being. And then once that fixation's done, she moves on to the next one.
I'm usually like that too, except D&D just stuck around.
Another stay. Another one of my friends on YouTube. Haha. Where are your friends?
John.
No, right here. I have 2.
John and Maddie.
No. Hi, Maddie. So, okay.
That's 2 friends.
So, I went, you know how I called out last Saturday to go to a K-pop little music night, and I drug Caitlin with me, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Caitlin didn't know, she knew 2 songs out of the 4 hours we were there. And it was so much fun, and I met a couple of people in like the K-pop community in Tampa, whatever. There was a woman there who had like a booth, and I went up to her and I'm talking to her, whatever, and she's like, yo, I offer Korean classes for $30 a class. And I was like, sold, sign me up. So she sent me the introduction class, which was free, and then I just paid X amount of dollars, and now I am in an 8-week course to learn Korean.
That 8 weeks
and
learn a new language.
I already started it. I'm like excited to go home to finish the first class I'm in. And so she offers 2 extra things on top of the course. You automatically get a tutor, so like you get like a 20-minute, 30-minute like tutor a week to like personally like help you with whatever. But then she offers you either A, you can take a conversational course, or B, you can take a K-pop course. So me being realistic.
I want to know which one you chose.
Me being realistic, I asked her, I said, hey, is there any way that I can do both? And if not, then I have to pick the conversationalist one. And she was like, no, you can do both. It's just an extra fee. And I was like, perfect. Tack on the fee. I'm on it. Tack on that K-pop fee.
Okay. Yeah.
안녕하세요. Look at me. Look at me. I'm going to come in here speaking so much Korean. God, you're not going to even recognize me anymore.
And nobody's going to...
Not going to even recognize me.
Nobody's going to understand it.
I'm going to recognize. It's so easy, too. Like, this woman...
Does Knox speak Korean?
He knows a couple words, and that's what he's making fun of me for.
So he's been talking shit to you the whole time.
Because he knows... It's like people when they know Spanish. They're like, hola, donde está? Like, it's like that. And then it's just like... Nobody in his family speaks
it's like
Korean.
It's how to say your mother in Goblin.
That's so good. So yeah, and then I'm probably going to brush up on my ASL as well. Oakland University is giving a free ASL 1 and ASL 2 course. So I'm just going to sign up for ASL 2 and brush up on my sign language. And then it's free.
Look at you adulting.
I know. Well, if only I could adult. If only, because do you want to know how much I paid? No. Mm-hmm. Oakland University was free.
Okay.
The Korean one I had to pay for. Yeah. Obviously, Yeah. But once you do the ASL classes at Oakland, and if they see that you're actually like good in sign language, and that was like my degree, then they'll give you ASL 3 and 4 for free as well. And I took ASL 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's really cool. It's wild.
Yeah, I know. You know who else is taking ASL, and I'm actually really excited about it, is Cohen. And he's been signing like little baby signs to me, and I'm so excited for him. Because then we could talk shit across the casino. And he doesn't have to yell it. He can, because he'll yell it. And I'm like, if you could just take it down a notch.
Yeah, but how are you going to be able to see it across the casino? Like, when he's walking by, maybe.
No, I can read sign pretty far away.
Listen, I can't.
Even though I am legally blind. Somebody said, it's dumb of me to not get LASIK eye surgery. And I said, why? And they're like, because you're legally blind. Get it fixed. And I was like, oh, I've been told by multiple doctors that I'm so blind that the surgery wouldn't even give me half of my eyesight back. So why the fuck would I go through all that to not even get half of it back?
Solid question.
That's what I said. Like, if I took out my contacts right now, I wouldn't be able to see your skin. I'd be able to see, like, maybe the blue in your shirt.
Do you have contacts and glasses?
These are, like, blue light glasses.
What does that mean?
Like, it helps, like, with my migraines. Like, sometimes I'm light sensitive. So I took my migraine medicine earlier, and this is supposed to help, like, everything be so bright. Does that make sense? Like, so when I wear these at work, it's supposed to help with, like, the screen.
Especially here. The lights shining bright.
Lights shine the brightest here. It could be brighter in here, actually. I think it should be brighter. I think I don't have enough spotlight.
I'm pretty sure it's, like, on your face.
That's like not actually on my face. It's on the back of my head. But it's fine. No, it's fine. The people want to see my face. Anyway, so that's what I've got going on, and I'm super excited. I'm learning Hangul, which is the alphabet, the Korean alphabet right now, and I'm going through all of these different characters and stuff.
So you went straight, like you're going straight down the rabbit hole of this whole K-pop thing.
Yeah, because listen to this, more K-pop.
You want to be able to talk to your husband.
Jeff, you get it. You understand me. So the teacher for these classes, she went to Korea in like 2017 and taught English to Korean soldiers. After COVID, she moved back here in 2022, and she was hired to help K-pop groups tour America, like help book hotels and travel places and stuff like that. And I was like, this is my in.
Oh.
This is step one. You guys are watching my journey unfold at home. Everybody's excited. Our lives are going to change forever, Jeff. It's going to be great.
Listen, I tried to get our lives changed forever whenever Jason and Mo was there. I tried to get Jeremy to plug us, but he didn't do it. He got scared.
Did he tell you about his story?
Yeah, I was standing right there.
Oh, that poor guy.
I was standing literally right
That
behind him.
poor
He put his
guy.
arm around him. I was like, ooh. Jeremy's I was like, plug B and B.
No, dude. So yeah, so there's that with the Korean stuff, and then what else was I going down the rabbit hole for? There was something else I was gonna say about a rabbit hole.
Just about the rabbit hole?
No. Oh, we were talking about how I was talking about the Korean alphabet, which has characters in it, right? Like they're not letters, they're characters. So Brandy messaged me like at the beginning of September on Facebook, and I didn't see it. Like if I'm not on Facebook, I don't see your message. I don't know why my messenger does that. But regardless, she messaged me, she asked me a question. I didn't get back to her until like 3 days ago, and I was like, I'm so sorry, like did you figure out what you needed? She said yes. You know how her 2 older boys are Japanese? She was trying to figure out, because obviously their names have characters in Japanese, so she was trying to figure out like what the characters' names actually translated to, and their last name, their character last name, is Ball. So their last name is technically Ball. And I said, Micah, your sons have my last name. How do you feel about that? We're technically family. And I told Brady we're technically family. She goes, yeah, technically. And I was like,
not technically. That's not a thing. Like people can have the same last name and not be family.
look at us. Look at us.
But
what a small world, right? And she sent me the character for it and everything, and I was like, wow.
that is weird.
I even messaged her as soon as she said that to me, and I was like, Micah must hate that. She said she hadn't told him yet. She forgot.
Like, wait, because I don't think she told him right away, because you probably got a message.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Somebody asked if I have any Stray Kids tattoos. Do you know what Stray Kids are?
Nope.
Stray Kids is the K-pop that I'm obsessed with right now.
Okay, so that is the name, because I don't think we've ever discussed the actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one you keep sending me, the guy?
Yeah.
Is he in Stray Kids?
Okay, so for all the stays that are watching right now, Jeff recently has discovered Felix, and I sent.
Is that
him
the one you're in love with?
Felix? No, that's the one.
That's the
We
one I'm
love
in love
Felix.
with.
That's the one. That's the one with the deep voice and he talks like this.
Talks like he's from Australia.
It's spicy. Yeah, that
but
video.
like, if you didn't hear him talk, like,
because we all know that Felix is very androgynous, and he just looks really pretty, and Jeff likes that he looks really pretty.
hey, it threw me off a couple times.
Anyway, my favorite.
So her favorite thing is to send me pictures of Felix.
Yeah,
looking, like,
it's just to
very
keep you
feminine.
updated, to remind you of who he is and how handsome he is.
I would
how
love,
beautiful
I
he
would
is.
love to like throw one up on the screen.
They called it. Oh, dude, we should.
I know.
They called it the Felix effect. The girls that are on the chat. Anyway, so the band that he's in, or the group that he's in, is called Stray Kids.
Okay.
She asked if I have any Stray Kids related tattoos. Not yet, but one of the other girls in my chat, we've talked about it. I'm most likely gonna fly to California and visit one of these girls and like try to plan a trip. Or if Stray Kids doesn't come to Florida, I'll fly to California. I did it for BTS.
I remember that.
Welcome to America. Anyway, so I'll probably end up getting like a Stray Kids tattoo. Yeah.
Before that?
No, with her.
With her there?
So like just like a little tidbit. So for those who are at home and haven't seen me, my whole body, I have like 40 tattoos. I would say like 7 of them are matching tattoos. So
7 of them have to do with the other ones?
7 of them match somebody else. So like the
Oh.
Star Wars matches another woman. This matches a girl in Philly. This matches Talia. This matches a girl one matches my cousin on my back, one matches my sister on my ribs, one matches a girl on the back of my ankle. Like I get matching tattoos with people, and I love it because it's like I would get matching tattoos with all of you.
So we're all gonna plan it.
Micah came up to me one day and he said, I think I'm just gonna get a tattoo. And I was like, what did you say to Brandon? He goes, I didn't get that far yet. And I was like, okay.
I think we should all get 21.
I think we should. I think that's brilliant. So, anyway.
So, what is the name of the band? What is the name of the guy? Your future husband.
My future husband, his name's Chris.
Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't worry, like, I won't forget you. I'll make sure to plug our D&D group. I'm not going to change as a person at all. No, I'll probably still live in the same apartment, actually. Maybe I'll actually get my carpet fixed. Because I'll have the finances for that.
I was like, I don't know how you're keeping a straight face to all this bullshit.
Dude, I really am trying. Ugh. Hey, another friend. Wow, look at all these friends that are here. He's really trying to get into K-pop, and by really trying, the fact that he even acknowledges
so that it exists.
That it exists. So for those of you who are just chiming in that don't know, Jeff and I have, the only thing I think we have in common is that we're both Aquarius.
And we're both
D&D nerds, but
yeah.
like that just comes with the price of owning a business together. Like, of course we have that in common.
Well, I mean, we started playing D&D. You were in my first campaign that I ever played in with only like 5 of us. So we've been D&D nerds since I began D&D.
Yeah. But for
and I went down the way she went down the rabbit hole with K-pop is the way I went down the rabbit hole with.
Yeah.
Because like now I know like probably 10 times. If not more than that, more D&D knowledge than she's ever read.
I'm just gonna I would hands down give you the crown. I won't even. I still ask you questions. You know what I mean? But I'm not all there, so I have to constantly ask questions. You know.
No, so I went down the rabbit same way you went down. Like I would. I
Did you learn Goblin? Did you learn a bunch of like?
That'd be cool.
Languages.
I don't think they like Elvish. I know that there is Elven. In real life, but like it's on D&D, like it might be Goblin. I don't know. I haven't done that far yet. I'm more like the technical like points and roles and what race does what and what they speak, what their religion are, and all that stuff.
See, like that's so much for me. But obviously, I can if I was as passionate as you are and I loved it as much as you did, I would obviously do it because look what I do for K-pop.
Yeah.
So also, just a side note, you're going to hear me say stays a lot. Like, hello, stay. Stay is what you call a fan of Stray Kids. Like, I'm a stay because I like Stray Kids. Or remember last time we talked about BTS and you're like, oh, I know who BTS is.
I know
it's like
BTS. It's the only one I know who it is.
BTS, their fan base is called ARMY. So if I was to like go up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm an ARMY, they'd be like, oh, you're a fan of BTS. That kind of thing. So a lot of the women that are here are the people that I've met. They're called stays. Stays.
Not strays.
Not strays because they're Stray Kids. Stays make Stray Kids stay. That's the motto.
Yeah, there it is.
You got this.
There it is. I got this.
Anyway, for those who don't know Jeff is he's a manly man, and he don't do that, please. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Oh God, that's what this podcast is about,
dude. Jeff, you know Jeff cares about me when he sits down and actually tunes in when I talk about K-pop. Like if this was a guest, at our bar, you would have zoned out an hour ago.
What?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Sure. We wouldn't be here at this podcast if I didn't care.
So, Jeff, I'm going to keep sending you Felix, and then eventually I'll send you another one and see if you think he's pretty, and if not, then I'll go back to Felix. You haven't even seen the other members.
I don't know. I don't think so. The only people I've ever seen is BTS. Only because, like, one of the guys that worked with us, who was a barback, his daughter became obsessed with him, then he became obsessed with him. And then
who?
John Cunningham.
Why do I feel like I know that name?
I think he left before you.
5 years ago?
Yeah, before that.
Can you believe I've been there for 5 years?
His dad used to work there. He's the bigger dude, service bar, older guy. But yeah, Cunningham, he like got it really into BTS and.
Clearly, they're good. Somebody said that there's another one that you need to see in the group who's Actually, I'm just going to show you right now. Please hold it, because I have a very good picture that I think you would really enjoy.
Same group?
Same group. This one, though, has become an international model. Not Felix. I think Felix, like, this guy that I'm about to show you has become, like, an ambassador for, like, a bunch of other, like, magazines and high fashion places. Like, people love this guy. And I think Felix, in my opinion, is just as attractive and on the same level. But this is Hyunjin.
Hyunjin?
Hyunjin.
Hyunjin?
Hyunjin.
Yeah, but he's, like I said, he's definitely more masculine and more
but
model.
I don't know if anybody can see my friends at home.
It'd be all the way over here.
No, you know what? I'll put it in the group chat and I'll show you guys what picture I sent him.
Okay.
So that guy is like, they call him the Versace Prince because Donatella Versace is like obsessed with him, and which I don't blame her. And she has like crowned him as the prince, and that's like a huge.
Oh, so that'd be huge.
That's a huge deal. I mean, it should be.
Listen, I watched. What was that modeling show I just watched on Netflix?
America's Next Top Model.
No.
No, it
It was like a sitcom kind of thing, but like where she was like, she thought she was ugly, and then she got discovered.
Ugly? It's not Ugly Betty.
No, it was all about modeling.
What? What show is this? What show are you watching?
Me and Patty watched it, and it was pretty good.
I have no idea. I've never heard of such things.
Are you Netflix?
Yeah, but you know what I've been watching on Netflix? K-dramas, and I can't stop. I have been eating K-dramas like candy. Candy. I can't stop. I've watched, and some of the K-dramas have like hour-long episodes, and there's like 16 or 17 episodes. I watch them in like days. 3 to 4 days, maybe. I'm just sitting there eating my Cold Stone ice cream that I DoorDashed to my house. Because I will not move from the couch.
I am, however, on episode 5, season 2 of JJK. So.
Oh my god, I have a friend on here right now. Her name is it's Ashley, right? Yeah. Okay, Ashley. She collects like a bunch of. She has more Funko Pops than you did.
Than
you did.
Ooh, that's.
Than you did.
I sold.
Okay, hold on. Yes, she just replied. She's like, yes, JJK. Ashley, how many Funko Pops would you say that you have now, as we speak?
I sold 160.
She has more. I
still have 100.
I think she put in the group chat right now. She's at like. I don't want to spit out a number and be wrong. I really don't. I'll wait for her to reply. But what do you think about season 2 so far? You're on episode 5?
Episode 4 or 5.
So you're at the beginning stages of Gojo.
Yeah. And,
with the glasses, the costume that I wore.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I would say it's good, and I really hated
the movie.
No, I love the movie. I love the bad guy in the movie.
Ghetto is my favorite.
Ghetto.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite.
I love his he's very Sephiroth-y.
Sephiroth. Yeah. Sorry.
So I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so like.
She says she roughly has 280.
So that's probably right around there.
And she said it's still going, unfortunately.
Get out.
Get out while you can.
My soul was sold back in the day, and I finally got out and sold them all.
What's the?
I had 5 full.
Giant bins.
Crates of them.
Yeah. What's the rarest one that you have or had?
I still have them.
Ashley, what's the rarest one that you have?
I have Red Skull from the first run in 2010. He's worth like $700.
I wonder, because Ashley gets a lot of anime ones from what I've collected from the group chat.
It might not be. It might be. I don't know. I wish I remember what this show was called.
A modeling show.
It was a modeling show on. It might have been like on one of the other streaming networks.
Not the Schmidt the Schmidt effect or whatever. I forgot what that was called. Regardless.
I don't know what the Schmidt effect is. It was very silly sitcom-y stuff.
Well, is that the only thing you're watching? Just those 2?
No, we stopped watching it.
Oh, word. Well, if I could recommend K-dramas.
I don't know what the K-drama is.
Well, you've never heard of like what a K-drama is?
Yeah.
K-dramas are. Do you know how there's like that really like there's like slow motion like 2 people walk past each other and it's like a slow motion, they look and like their eyes meet and like sparkles happen and it's kind of like cringy, but then they have like a love.
It's live action. It's not animated.
No, yeah.
Oh.
And like it's like basically like a soap opera. Like All My Children. You know how all that shit was back in the
Yeah.
day? That's how that is for K-pop dramas, but they're so good. They're so good. Somebody said hi to Jeff on YouTube. Someone said, hi, Jeff.
Oh, God. Who?
YouTube's popping off because I have friends. I have so many friends. I sent them care packages.
Jeremy said gross, so.
Who said gross? Jeremy?
Jeremy.
To me having friends?
I don't, to something.
It's most likely something I
But
said.
I loved the movie. The movie was great.
She said that one of her most expensive ones, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
She said one of her most expensive ones is from Attack on Titan. She said it's roughly about $300.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had some really good ones. I didn't sell the one that was worth a lot. Because, why would I?
Why would you? You should see all my K-pop collection. Some of them I haven't even opened yet because I
collected to collect, and now I collect to...
get the rarities.
No, I don't collect like that anymore. I collect to put it on my wall. Like you see in my...
Oh, yeah.
My bedroom is very specific to which
Meticulous.
ones I kept.
Yeah.
And like I even have like names of what they're from and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's really cool. I like what I did.
Yeah. No, your room's very much nerdy.
very
much nerdy. Oh my God, Christian's here.
I don't know any of these people.
Christian's the one that recognized us from
He's on YouTube?
Yeah. He said, sorry to interrupt. He's so sweet.
Oh, he said gross to the K-drama.
Oh my God, Jeremy. So here's something I love about Jeremy. Jeremy, again, for the stays at home that don't know any of the people we're talking about, Jeremy is another one of the people that we play D&D with on Thursdays. He has a Crunchyroll subscription, and myself, Jeffrey, Jeremy, and then one of our other friends, we all have our own profile. And Jeremy, I asked him, I was like, hey, can you go on my profile and just add shows to my wish list, like my watch list, excuse me. And he's done that for me, and now I'm going through and watching. Because like when he spits out a name, I'm like, I'm not going to fucking remember. I want to watch what you're saying because what you're explaining sounds really interesting. So I started watching one of the animes he put on the Crunchyroll for me. And I feel like we bonded over that.
That's okay. All right.
I love that though.
For me,
I love that.
I'd have a list of ones that I want to get into. I'm not getting into One Piece until they make the one that's not as wild with all the filler episodes. I think so. My next one, because JJK, I'm gonna be JJK here in like probably 2 or 3 weeks.
What do you think of it so far? The first couple episodes, you're gonna say something.
I was gonna say something. Nox character,
Toji,
hate him, but
he's so daddy.
But the fact that American Magic beat all the Sorcerer's Magic, great.
Oh.
When he shot that chick with a gun in the head. I was like, no, the fuck, you did not shoot somebody in the head with a gun.
Dude, when
Magic,
Geto was sitting there like talking to her and he was like being like genuine, he's like, we're gonna walk out of here. You don't have to do this. And she got shot. My jaw dropped.
In no way, shape, or form could you ever I would ever expect that. And then he's just sitting there with a gun. He's like, "Well, I did my job."
And then the way he was just scooting around, he's like, "I just gotta get out of here. So if you just don't mind, like letting me, I'm just gonna go get my check. That's it. I just gotta go grab my check. Somebody."
Just like the most powerful sorcerer in the world didn't see a gunshot. Like I said,
dude.
Crazy.
I can't.
I didn't realize he was gonna be such a dickhead. So
Toji?
Yeah.
But he's so important to the development of both Gojo and Geto. Like separately too. Like not together where they're like fighting him together or whatever, but separately. It's so good.
Well,
Jeff.
it's one of the reasons why he hates monkeys. What he calls humans.
Yeah, and I mean. That scene, I'll never forget that scene. And the way the next episode starts, and it's just her on the floor, and you're like,
blood.
She's gonna get up, right?
No,
she's gonna get up, right?
No, you don't get her up from that American Magic.
It's terrible.
I cast gunshot.
Can we do that?
No. Maybe. I don't know. There's probably some spells. It's probably like
a Doctor Strange portal, and just one single bullet comes out.
It's like when I never would have expected that from a show. The show that I've been watching the whole time with magic and domains and all this stuff and sorcery and demons and a gun.
Was one of the most shocking scenes.
I was like, whoa. Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, Dude. Anyway.
And that little worm that spits out things.
Did you? Now you know why he had that fucking
No, he had
worm
to
on his
buy
shoulder?
the worm for like $60.
$80.
$80. Because it was like morphable that it like he can like put in different positions.
I would buy a worm, rip it open, put a wire in it myself, and then sew it back.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
Who the fuck are you lying to?
I spend the money.
Yeah,
we were talking today. I hung out with Knock and Cass today, and they were like, I walk around like I'm broke. I try to have a broke mentality. I gaslight myself into being broke. I said, not me. I will never gaslight myself. I am broke. I don't act broke, though. I just go around spending it. Here I go. I can't help it. Like, we went to the K-pop store again today in Tampa.
Yeah.
Spent more money. Spent more money. I've been to that store probably the most times. They've seen me like at least 5 times by now since they opened. They opened September 1st. And every day I'm checking to see if they restock.
I just don't. The one in Orlando. So you drive.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's one in Tampa that just opened.
Okay.
It's the first one ever in Tampa.
Because I was thinking about was the one in Orlando you didn't know about.
No, and that one's good. You would like that one just because half of it is giant anime.
Like
it's like so much anime. K-poppin'.
K-poppin' is what
That's what it's called. Yeah, K-poppin'. It's so good. Anyway, so I can't stop going to that store and spending my money, and but at least I have my bills paid.
Yep.
I'm not living in my car yet.
Do you have your bills paid though?
Well, there's no.
Are you gaslighting me?
There's no bills right now, but due. Rent was already paid.
I need to know.
Next week, my car payment's due, right?
If you're in trouble, blink twice.
Starts blinking multiple times. Just starts seizing. Did I tell you that Knock offered me $300 after he got fired for my rent? Because I told him, I was like, a couple of days before he got fired, I was like, hey, can I get $300 for rent? Like, just joking. And then after he got fired, he was like, hey, I will legit give you that money if you need it. Like, rent's important. And I was like...
That's very nice of him.
Knocking on. No, you're jobless. But I'll take it.
No, because you have to pay them back.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
I'm still trying to find that stupid show.
Stop. You're fixating.
I do that.
Yeah. So, on top of me being a K-pop fan and finding all my K-pop friends, I have been sending out care packages, K-pop care packages. Like, not even
you said
packages.
Something about that. Like,
not packages, it's like letters. So, like, the reason I go to, like, all these K-pop stores is I collect, like, photo cards. Like, literally, like, cards like this big. And there's thousands of them throughout the years, right? I have duplicates of them. So I remember when I first started liking BTS in like 2018 or something like that, I didn't have the money to even start collecting. Like, it was really, I had to save up to buy an album, and the album comes with like a bunch of shit in it. So I posted in both the group chats that I'm in. I'm like, hey, I have duplicates or extras that I'm not interested in. If anybody wants it, I'll just sell it to you. I'll just give it to you for free. Or if you're willing to trade something, I'll definitely trade you. You know what I mean? So I've been sending out like letters, and then I put in like extra goodies plus the card that they picked or whatever, and they all like pick their own cards that they want. And I just feel like bringing joy to my friends. It's why would I have a duplicate? Like, I bought a $60 photo book of one of the BTS guys recently, and then I saw another one that I liked, thinking it was a different photo book, like they weren't going to be the same photos. That was $100, so I bought it. So I spent $160 in 2 photo books. Then when I opened the second one, which was bigger, I opened it. I'm like, oh my god, these are so good. I was sending the pictures to Cass. I opened the second one, and it's the exact same pictures. It's just a smaller version of it, and I didn't know that. So I just gave the book to Cass. Because, like, why? If it's going to bring somebody else joy, and I already have what I want out of it and what I've, like, spent my money on, why would I keep it if I know that I can give it to somebody else? Because I wish somebody would have done that for me when I first started.
Okay. Me on the other side.
Can I also tell you something else before you start?
Please.
One of the stays really wanted a Han, which is one of the other members of Stray Kids, signed postcard, and I found one, I bought it, and I shipped it to them.
I mean...
Like, I found somebody that was selling it, and they had the receipts for it, And because it's like when they came out with their new album, Stray Kids, you could have bought an exclusive one where they have postcards. I have a postcard, but none of them are signed because I didn't buy the signed ones and I didn't know they had signed ones. But she really wanted this Hand one. So I went on an app, looked around for it, found one that was signed for a decent price, and I just bought it and sent it to her house.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. And very thoughtful.
You know, I do what I can for the people, you know?
Back to my thing, the other side of the spectrum. Why do you need $100 photos
you want to
of things that you can...
You want to talk about why I need $100 Hey, how about
It's
those
photos,
Funko
like-
Pops? How much? What's the most you spent on a Funko Pop?
Most I've ever spent on a Funko Pop?
Mm-hmm.
180? And that's the one that's worth 700? 600 something?
Eventually, these could be worth something, but I'll never give it away.
But like, they're just pictures.
I love
right?
it,
They're just pictures?
Yeah. Well, it came with also like other goodies in the book.
Okay.
It came with like other collectible things that you could have.
I just don't, the photos, I just don't understand.
Okay, so here's another thing. So those photo cards,
Yeah.
they're basically Pokemon cards. Think of it that way, okay?
Okay.
And-
Except, Pokemon's a game. And you can use those Pokemon cards to battle people and actually play a game. Just like Jeremy's One Piece games. Just like all of those are games. Like, do they have like
Does
stats?
it bring you joy? Then you need to stop. Then you need to stop. Does it bring you joy?
Do they
Yeah.
have stats?
Here we go. Yeah, there's stats on the cards. Some cards are worth more than others.
Can I play my...
You can play around, that's for sure.
what was your husband's name? Chris?
Chris.
Yeah, can I play my Chris card and it'd be like a trump over everybody?
Or you could play a Chris card that might be from a No Easy era, which is like an album from a long time ago,
Yeah,
and
so-
I could get a rare Red Lights one, and I'd be like, well,
is
mine's
there a
more
rookie-
rare.
Is there a rookie Chris card that like sells
Sure, they
more
were in
than,
a,
like,
they were in a rookie era when they were trainees. Yeah.
So like you can compare to baseball cards, but like is there rookie eras and
Yeah.
stuff? Okay, cool.
People be selling single cards of like these men for like hundreds of dollars. Because it's rare. Like they'll send out like only like 10 of them. 10's a low number, but like a really small number for how many albums they have, you know. And when you get one, it's like a golden ticket. That's what it feels like. Anyway.
So that's called collecting.
So.
Because I went down my things of collecting.
Listen. So. Think of the photo cards as Pokemon cards, right? A lot of people keep, or like when I was younger, I collected football cards, and I kept them in a binder and like one of those like sleeves. I don't want to do that now because a lot of the women out there, they have photo cards and they keep them in binders with sleeves, and then it's just in a book on a shelf. I want to display them. So here's what I've done, and I've made 4 of these so far at my house. I bought.
Let me get my whiskey. I would like to hear this.
I bought baseball card protectors, like what you would put in like a baseball card for like a rare card.
They're the same size as baseball cards.
I would say they're a little bit like smaller.
Smaller than baseball cards?
Like a baseball card to me is more. No. Yeah, they're standard. I would say they're standard.
Like a Magic card.
Yeah. They're like about the same size.
Okay.
Yeah, they're normal. So, I mean, it fits right in the sleeve. So.
Do they have like what they're from? Like they have a picture of, and this is from concert.
So I wish I brought one. So like
London.
what, like you'll have like the front of them and like what it is, and then there's gonna be like a whole collection. Like you can get each one of this photo, and on the back it'll say like the 8 era. Like right now they're in their Dominate World Tour, which is what I'm waiting for. And it'll tell you like what era it's from. So I put them in the baseball card holders. And I went to Walmart and I bought the poster frames, and I've put stickies like on the back and I've made like collages. I'm just gonna show you.
Oh, that'd be cool. And like if you displayed them like that.
Because I want people to see it. You know what I mean? Like I bought all these and I put a lot of time and effort to it that I want it to be like shown.
Well, so I understand that more
like
than
that.
Yeah, I understand that more than I understand like putting them in a book and keeping them on the shelf for nobody to see.
Well, I mean,
kind of almost exactly like I was doing with Funko Pops. I was just collecting them just to collect them because it was fun and the hunt was great, and like the thrill of getting one that was worth a lot is awesome. Then I got to the point where I was like, I'm never gonna have the room to display these.
I'll make room.
I have like almost 300 of these things.
No, man, I have a whole guest room that's empty. I'll make that shit shine.
Or you can get a roommate. and cut your rent in half.
Why would I do that? I live so comfortably right now.
I know,
Why?
it's
Why? And then I have to rely on other people. I'm not doing that.
But it would help. So
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Wow. They said I'm just a really cute, nerdy girl. Stop, guys. These people know how to treat me. You guys treat me like shit.
That way you have both sides. See?
You guys treat me like shit.
If it wasn't for us treating you like shit, you wouldn't feel so good of them treating you so well.
Is that what you guys talk about? You guys are like, ha ha ha. We gotta keep her grounded.
We gotta keep her grounded.
Hey man, I could take it. Like when Scarlett was about to die, I was like looking at Mike. I was like, don't do it. She can't handle it. She wouldn't be able to handle it. She wouldn't be able to handle it.
That was brutal.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Absolutely not.
We might treat you a little, not harshly, but more like we treat you like a brother.
Which I love.
But
I
it's
love
not
that more.
it's not like we're more hard on you. Like I talk shit to Micah the same amount as I talk shit to you.
Which I like.
And Jeremy, like Jeremy talks shit to
I
each other
think
all
I
the
like
time.
that because it makes me feel like an equal. Like
I would never talk shit to Scarlett the way I talk shit to you.
When I talk shit to Scarlett and I'm just joking around, you guys are like, "That's really fucked up, Sarah." And I'm like,
you call her stupid for not knowing.
You guys call me sturdy. You guys call me parentless and orphan.
To be fair,
you guys go on.
To be fair, if you would have thought a 7 was rolled on a D6, I would have called you stupid.
How about what was it? I wrote it down the other day. A 9
but
on a D4. No,
that was a 7 on a D6. She thought it was a 7.
I wrote it down.
It was definitely an episode. I was on the episode, and I was
like, that's got to be on something. That really. That's got to be on something.
Roll D6. All right, I got a 9. No, you didn't. Or 7. You sure didn't.
Look, they said that they would take me off of your hands because they love me so much.
Please, have her.
For free.
For free.
I'll actually give you more.
Actually, you know what? I will throw in our own care package.
I'll send you photo cards.
Photo cards. I will make a photo card.
I'll write you a letter, a thank you letter.
A thank you letter with a photo card of Sarah once a month.
That's so. I just want everybody to know out there, I'm a necessary part of this friend group. Without me, there would be no laughter. There'd be no heart. There'd be no creativity. There'd be no uniqueness.
I have to go to the chat.
There'd be none of that.
Is Jeremy still watching?
There'd be none of that.
He's off. Oh my God, Micah's on though, and he hasn't said a shit, so he's obviously not listening.
Well, I mean, he's God. God never listens.
That's true. That tracks.
Woo!
That A tracks.
Oh man. Anyway, so yeah.
Anyway. Oh man.
Oh, but like I was saying, I think I really appreciate you treating. I appreciate the way you guys treat me because it makes me feel loved. Like somebody the other day, Micah said something at the bar, and he's like, "You dumb bitch," like being funny, right?
Yeah.
As he always is.
You stupid bastard. Because I say that to them all the time.
Anyway. And Shay, one of the cocktail servers, was like, that was kind of mean. And Michael was like, well, if you don't talk to her like that, she's going to think something's wrong or that you don't like her. And I was like, you know me so well.
You're doing great. You're a great bartender.
You know me so well.
Are you okay?
No, I'm great. Like, if they didn't talk to me that way, I think something's wrong.
Yeah,
I'd be concerned.
Like, oh, they must be mad at me.
No, for real, I must have done something. I go, you mad at me? Is there something you want to talk about? Anyway, so yeah, I know that I can handle a lot more than like our sweet Scarlett. Scarlett is sweet, and she's like a little ball of sunshine. She's not innocent, but she's like a sweet, like you don't want her. She's fragile. You don't want to hurt her feelings. You know what I mean?
There's a difference between innocent and fragile.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So, anyway.
And I agree with that.
So, you remember last time I found questions, and I did we did a little interview back and forth, and that's kind of what got the, who was it? Who was your actor?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt would play Jeff in a movie about our lives.
A bald Chris Pratt with a... I wasn't always bald, so I mean...
Okay,
and now it's been almost a month, and I still think I stick by that.
I will always stick by Lady Gaga playing me.
But I also...
I don't think there's any other actress. I'm not sure if there's any other actress that not even, like, looks at me, but, like, looks like me, but, or I look like her, but, could play the weirdness that I omit.
The awkwardness? Is it weird or awkward?
You're never awkward on me.
You being awkward.
I'm not awkward. I don't make things awkward or make people feel awkward. I make you feel comfortable because I'm being so fucking weird and out there. And you're like, okay, well, I'm normal. She's clearly not.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know.
Right?
That's the...
All right, I'm gonna.
I don't think I'd put it in that category, but you know.
I'm gonna give you options. Okay. Do you want to talk about? Actually, I'm not gonna give you an option. I'm gonna have you pick a number. Do you want to?
Jim, I was bald in high school, but remember when I dyed my hair blonde? I had hair. So I mean.
This is the most hair I've seen you have in a while.
Well, he was on the wrestling team with me when I dyed my hair blonde. When I had the, because we all dyed our hair blonde.
Because Eminem came out with a new record.
No, it was just the seniors did it just to do it.
Well, I just know how much you love Eminem.
Oh, and I was a huge stan.
For Eminem.
But that's called. Do you know how in your group?
Hmm. What are we called? What are we called?
You guys are called the Stays.
Yay! Okay, go ahead.
Somebody that loves Eminem and like goes off that level of Eminem is called a stan.
But isn't stan a general term?
No, it is because of Eminem.
Ah, okay.
See, you're like one of those. Literally, I watched a video about this, about how like you're not Gen Z or millennial, but like how
I'm on that teetering
line.
Gen
Zs were like, oh, he's such a stan, and then they're like, you know that's Eminem, right? He goes, no, we're boycotting Eminem. He's like, you just use this word.
Yeah.
That's literally the word stan is somebody that's like obsessed with somebody, but it's from Eminem's song "Stan" from 2003.
Ah, I didn't know that.
That he did with Dido.
I had no idea.
And then he did with.
Do you think in 2003, when I was in 3rd grade, my mom was letting me listen to Eminem?
Oh, absolutely not. I've heard stories.
So, don't yell at me.
That you've told me.
Well, don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
I'm just saying.
I'm voicing my opinion.
Pick a number.
So Stan is a term that was created by Eminem because of the song "Stan" about a obsessed fan.
Pick a number, 1 or 2.
2.
When's the last time you think you've cried?
I cry all the time. Last time I genuinely like bawled. Recently, like the last time.
It just says, when's the last time you cried?
When Bray Wyatt died last year.
And that would be?
Bray Wyatt is a wrestler in WWE.
Ah, okay.
He was my favorite wrestler.
Ah, okay.
Because he was such a good storyteller and such a good actor, and he was the only reason I was watching wrestling again. Because like wrestling, I used to, like I said, I wrestled. No, I'm not gonna go. High school wrestled and I did professional wrestling.
Okay, the last time I cried.
But anyway, he died, and sudden.
Oh, you know what? I think you did tell me that. I feel like I was around when you said, "Hey, one of your favorite wrestlers died."
Yes, sudden he died.
Yes. Well, heart attack? No.
No, it was just he had heart disease. And
yeah, he was young.
Yeah, he was.
He was like in his 30s. Yeah. See, okay, I remember.
But I didn't, like I said, it sucked, and then I watched because wrestling always gets you, like the professional wrestling, because they put together this montage, and like they showed us kids and all this stuff, and like it was really just fucked up.
Yeah.
And it got me.
That got you.
And I felt.
So it's been a year since you've cried?
Like that, yeah.
I cried like that 4 days ago. And I do that like once a month. What do you mean? Wait. Is there levels to your crying? Because my crying's always one level and it's just all out.
No, let's say there
are times
tearing up is not crying, but like last time I like cried was when I watched the tribute video to Bray Wyatt, and just because it was my favorite wrestler, and I was like just. And then before that,
I cried at a cage on because I cried at a cage. Oh, same time?
No, like the time before that was like a year and a half before that.
Okay, because I was gonna say same time you lost both. Oh my god.
Well, I didn't even know. What's even crazy about the situation is the fact that I've never met Bray Wyatt, but he is from Florida.
Dude, I cried when Chester Bennington died.
Oh, I mean,
you know who I really sobbed?
I didn't bawl like that. Like, I cried. I teared up because, like, Linkin Park's one of my favorite bands. Mm-hmm. And they're back together with a girl lead singer.
I'm not opposed to that. I don't know why a lot of people...
I don't understand why it's getting such flack, because if you're going to replace the late, great Chester Bennington, you cannot do with a guy, in my opinion.
Oh, really? You don't think so?
No, because it would be... All you would do is scrutinize the fact that he's not him.
Well, and then they're scrutinizing this girl no matter what.
Well, then no matter what, they're going to scrutinize her, but
I don't hate it.
She's not trying to be Chester.
I don't hate it.
She's just trying to be the Linkin Parks.
She's just trying to be the lead singer of Linkin Park.
Yeah. And I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either. I cried over a K-drama recently, only because it triggered...
cried over a K-drama?
Only because it triggered my mommy issues.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
I understand why that, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, whenever my mommy issues get triggered, I go down this, like, giant rabbit hole of just, like... And I have to pull myself out of it, which I feel like I've done a really good job lately of doing it myself. And unlike Sarah from 2 years ago, who was swimming in that. Like, when I go down that rabbit hole, I just... I think to myself, like, when I have kids or if I ever get married, like, she'll never be there, and that really bothers me. And, like,
but you don't know that.
Well, I wouldn't want her there.
I'm saying.
It's been a decade.
I know, but you don't know if, like, as soon as you marry your K-pop husband and get famous, she's gonna be like,
God,
oh my God.
You're speaking into existence with me, and that's
I'm
great.
on your side.
You are.
If I would want anything for you, is for you to have all your dreams come true.
Which
of
is
marrying your K-pop husband, Chris.
Yes.
And then all that happening.
But you know what? This is gonna sound really sappy, I guess, towards you and everybody else. Is something because, like, when your parents leave you, and I've talked about this like plenty of times with, like, other people that have similar situations, which a lot of our bartenders have similar situations to me. They just aren't as open about it, I guess.
Which is another thing that we are.
I am like an open book.
No, complete opposite about.
Yeah.
Is that I grew up with
good parents.
Not even good parents. Parents that are still married. And still together, which is the complete opposite.
And they're still there for you and talk to you to this day. They want to be there for, like, life events and stuff. But when your parents decide to leave you, and it's not like they leave you because of death. Like, death is inevitable. They can't help that. That's not. But when they make the choice to cut you out of their life, it leaves you with a very, like, deep void, especially if they do it at a younger age. And unfortunately, it's, like, not a void that anybody can ever fill because it's your parent, you know. But what makes me feel a lot better and, like, what makes me, like, stop crying is I think about how you, Micah, Jeremy, Scarlett, Destiny, like, there will be people on my side of the table that will sit and have dinner and celebrate because something good is happening to me. Yeah. And that also makes me emotional because, like, if it wasn't for my friends, I wouldn't be as successful and happy and joyful as I am today. You know what I mean?
I mean, like it or not, you got into a business with us, and, like, it just always.
Yeah, like it or not, we didn't ask you, we just did.
No. Like I said, no, we did it.
We did, and we're doing great.
And we were already, like, really close, but now we're a family, and there's no, like.
It would be, like, really hard. Like, I just know that, like, literally, I was sobbing into my blanket, and, like Jasper's, like, trying to, like, get underneath me, and I'm just, like, and, like. during this K-pop drama moment, which is being resolved on screen anyway, and my life's not being resolved in that way.
You want all those,
but
the glittery things and, like, the slow motion cameras.
Yeah, and then obviously, like, whenever I date somebody, like my ex, I made it a point to, like, try to be close with his parents just because I want to be respectful of that, and he had a good relationship with his parents, and so whenever we sat around or whatever, I always try to, like, talk to his dad about whatever. I didn't care what it was. I could carry a conversation no matter what. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you guys help me feel better even when you're not around. What are you looking for?
I'm changing something.
What are you changing around?
The light is shining directly in your eye.
Oh. Well, you're changing lighting for me because I'm the star of the show.
Or because you have these glasses that are literally.
Do you want me to? Here.
No, keep them on. I don't want headaches.
Oh, I took my migraine medicine. This is just supposed to.
I think that'll change it though. You're looking at me, so.
You're looking at me.
Yeah.
All my stays are like, you have us now too. They're so cute.
And then you have, like I said, it's not that you.
I think.
Like a shortage of friends.
Mm-hmm. No, and that's something that I kind of talk about often is, like, how fortunate I am to have so many friends, and even, like, when I lose one, I gain 7 more. You know what I mean? It's very hard for me to, like, I don't know.
Be upset with the
situation. Sometimes I feel really lonely, and then I was just telling Caitlin's sister this the other day. I shouldn't have said it. It's our coworker sister. We have to work on saying names that don't involve the D&D group. Anyway, I was just telling her sister the other day that I sometimes catch myself feeling really lonely, like when I'm home and I'm in bed, and I realize, like, Dude, I have plans every fucking day of the week. Even if I'm working, I go out to lunch with somebody and then I go to work.
Plans because you have so many plans.
I have literally my schedule is so full.
The show is supposed to be the last.
This was supposed to be next week.
Next week.
But I had to change it around because next week I'm going with friends to go do something else.
You have plans.
And that's what I told her. I was like, I might sleep in my bed alone, but it's a couple hours of me being knocked the fuck out, and then I wake up and I'm immediately getting ready to go do something else with somebody. Like tomorrow, Noe and I were supposed to have lunch. God damn it. My friend and I we're supposed to have lunch, yeah. And I forgot I had another appointment, and I think I had something else after that. As well, like there are sometimes I forget to even write shit in my calendar, and people are like, "Hey, are we still doing this tomorrow?" But I also have really bad FOMO. I feel like the fear of missing out. So
I know what FOMO is.
I
know I'm a millennial and I'm old, and
I just wanted to.
I'm pretty sure that we coined that phrase.
Okay, well, anyway, so that's a year ago is when you actually cried.
Yeah, that was my last big one.
All right. Pick one or two. I'm just going to keep doing this in questions. Because I have like 50 questions.
One.
What's your deepest fear?
My deepest fear?
This hits differently.
But it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah has a weird... I think her deepest fear is diet beverages. Because she's drinking Gatorade Zero for the first time, and it is delicious. I love Gatorade Zero.
It's because his taste buds are used to being zero sugar everything.
Zero sugar everything.
Anyway, do you need to think about it? Because I know my deepest fear.
Like, does it have to be rational? Just spiders. I hate spiders.
But your arachnophobia is nowhere near as bad as mine. Although I will say playing D&D and having to like put myself in those situations, I think has lessened it, because today I went to the toy store with Knock.
But it's not giant spiders. I'm not afraid of giant spiders.
What?
It's the little ones.
Like Aragog?
Yeah, like landing on you and like biting you and killing you without you even knowing. That's what I'm afraid of.
Like what's that one that's like native to Florida?
The brown recluse.
Yeah,
my dad got bit by one of those.
He had to be hospitalized, I'm sure.
Yeah, he got to put his worker jacket on, and it was inside the truck. And he got bit in the elbow. They had to cut off like skin and like do all this. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I don't like spiders in that sense.
Stop.
But it's really weird because I love snakes.
Stop. My biggest fear is sharks.
I have seen Arachnophobia, and I hate that fucking movie. And Jim just asked if I seen Arachnophobia. Because living in Florida, there's so many goddamn spiders and like webs, and like you walk through a damn web every 2 seconds.
Yeah, but dude, have you seen the spiders in Australia?
Yeah, but at least you can see them.
What?
I'm more...
That thing looks like the thing that came out of the woman from Alien.
Yeah, the huntsman spider.
That thing is huge. Huge, Tampa.
Huge. It's huge.
But seriously,
but it's less venomous than the damn...
but it can cocoon me and eat and suck my blood. Get me right in that little cocoon web that they got.
Remember when we talked, like, literally right before this, I said irrational fears? The spider's not going to eat you, but it will bite you and make you go to the hospital. But nowadays, like, dying from a spider bite in America, not really going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they have the anti-venom, they have the ways to deal with it, they have all that stuff.
I mean, there are snakes, though, that will kill you in minutes. Like, if you don't get help within minutes, you're dead.
Yeah. Wolf just had one in his... I mean, one of the guys I work with just had one in his backyard.
Really?
Yeah, a water moccasin. He killed it with a shovel.
Isn't a water moccasin and a cottonmouth the same?
Yeah, cottonmouth is a water moccasin.
Okay. But I had an argument with somebody the other day, and they said it was two different snakes.
It's like a whiskey and a bourbon. So, a cottonmouth water moccasin... Every cottonmouth is a water moccasin, but not every water moccasin is a cottonmouth.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, there's cottonmouth water moccasins, which are different kind of... They're, like, way more intense. And then there's just, like, there's regular water moccasins. There's just, like, vipers. There's different vipers. There's different rattlesnakes. There's different, like... Water moccasin is just the category of snake.
I see. I didn't know that.
Because, like, Eastern Diamondback. And, I thought there's so many different, like... Rattlesnakes and vipers and pythons. There's so many different pythons.
Like different species of spiders.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my biggest fear
little broader than that, because spiders are classified as spiders, and I don't know if they have like the in-depth categorization as snakes do.
You don't think there's more of a variety of spiders than
there are
snakes?
But they're not categorized. There's not. So non-venomous spiders aren't in their own category, but non-venomous snakes are. Like pythons are non-venomous snakes, and they have their own category. You have restrictors. You have and then they're part of the restrictor clan. There's a whole thing. Like, I love biology and all that stuff, and the animal kingdom.
I just don't. That's what my biggest fear is sea creatures.
I say I wanted to be a marine biologist.
No. One time I went snorkeling once when I went on a cruise to Mexico, and my ex-boyfriend.
I had so much fun snorkeling.
My ex-boyfriend had to really convince me to do it. And he was like, "What the fuck are we here for then if we're not gonna do anything?" And I was like, "I just like being on a cruise ship because I'm terrified to even be here right now." And so we went snorkeling, and there was a fucking barracuda.
2 of them swam by my face.
I said, like,
that was my story. I was about to say,
dude, like we were swimming, and it was just chilling at the bottom, whatever. And he like touched me, and then he like pointed for me to go up, and he's like, "That's a barracuda. Don't go near it. If you have anything shiny, we just have to swim away." And I was like, "This is why I don't want to be in the ocean. These things are fucking crazy." So sharks are my absolute 100% can't do. Would you have a snake? Would you have a snake as a pet? She said she wanted an albino python.
Of course, I'd have a snake as a pet. I've
been trying. I couldn't feed it.
So my fiance,
I couldn't feed it.
My fiance will not ever, because she's afraid of snakes as much as I'm afraid of spiders. She would never entertain the fact of getting a snake. I did have an eel. Was the closest thing I can come with. I had a 4-foot long eel in my aquarium.
No.
That can't go on land, so and they don't have teeth, so I mean they're not gonna get you. But I love snakes. I would love a snake. We found a rat snake, and I was like, it's like the #1 pet. And I was like, can I keep it? And she said no. I was like, oh, whatever.
There's no way I could feed it. I would feel so terrible for giving it mice or whatever I needed to keep it alive.
But what about?
There's no way.
Crickets.
What is it? A lizard?
Well, I'm about to get a lizard, so I just don't want to know how you feel about that. Literally, as soon as those fish are going good, but there's only 2 left, and I'm like, if they die, I'm gonna drain the tank, and it's gonna become a lizard tank. I'm getting a bearded dragon.
I don't know. I have this weird I think we talked about this when we were talking.
See, Jim said he fed his frozen rats.
I know, but it just feels weird to me.
Fulfilling their purpose.
It just feels weird to me. I feel weird taking a living being, even if it's a fucking cricket or whatever.
Jack's here.
Jack's here.
Dungeon for Dummies. Jack's here.
Jack,
hey,
don't let go. I don't know, man. It was kind of like when we were talking about if you agreed with the death penalty last session.
Which I do.
And I don't. But that's where the middle ground meets. And I was just like, I don't want to play God like that. I don't want to have that. I feel like Pontius Pilate. Remember we talked about that. I don't want to watch
that person.
Right, throw him in jail.
No. So you're paying taxes to feed this person that molested children and changed their lives for the rest of their life?
Listen, that was a topic we hit on last week.
I know.
We can't revisit it.
We're not going to revisit it, but still.
But I was just saying, same premise in my brain. It lands in the same playing field.
She's not a vegetarian.
No, I love me a good steak.
See? She doesn't want to watch it die.
No.
But she'll eat it.
Yeah, I had steak today. Steak hibachi with the yum yum. Steak with the hibachi with the yum yum.
Yeah, that's the world we're living in right
now. The lady was like, "Do you want any yum yum sauce?" I was like, "Oh, can you just bring all of it?" She brought 3 bowls. And I was like, "You get it."
Did you eat
Sushiyama?
Sushiyama?
Yeah.
We ate there yesterday.
Dude, it's so funny because I was like, I wonder if we're running Jeff here. I don't know why I thought that.
Today?
Yeah.
No, I
don't know why we thought that.
Obviously, but we did eat there yesterday.
I love Sushiyama, dude.
I mean, $20 where you can eat sushi and hibachi is unbeatable, unmatched.
No.
If you will. But anyway, yeah, death penalty, yes. Because you scarred somebody for the rest of their life. They'll never get over that trauma, and especially once you teeter, but multiple offender, you're due to be gone. Just like murder. If you're a multiple murderer, You already played God, so why can't somebody else play God with you? If you're in jail for the third...
My argument is, like, what gives me the right to play God? If he didn't have the right to play God, why do I have the right to play God?
Because...
He's just another human being. He doesn't...
But he didn't do it... The person you murdered...
I agree.
Didn't do anything wrong.
I agree.
And you played God.
And that was a...
Once again, first offense, maybe...
Wrong decision.
Maybe jail. But if you're in jail for multiple murders...
Wait. Jail. Right away.
Yeah. Just go to jail.
Right away.
Do not touch, go...
Undercooked fish? Right away.
Right away.
Sorry.
No, we are not returning to the topic.
No.
All right, next one.
No. Anyway. Okay. So.
I'm getting a lizard, though. And you will eat
crickets.
Crickets.
The last one for this category is, who is your role model or role models? And do you think now in your life you have any? I know growing up you have one, like you would have role models.
Of course, growing up.
But now as an adult, I have a role model, and I don't want to like. I have somebody I look up to, but it's only because of how I'm deciding to live my life right now.
So when I was younger, I had lots of role models, like coaches in wrestling, coaches in football. Even though I didn't like a lot of them actually, so I wouldn't classify as a role model.
Okay.
Now, like I said, role models is when you're younger compared to now. Like
as an adult.
I just...
Do you want to hear my answer while you think about it?
No, I got it. My role model... Now that, like I said, we've moved into a different time in my life, or now that I'm obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. So now my role models are my role model in general is Critical Role. And the fact that, like...
Which makes sense, because it's what you aspire to be like.
It's what I want this journey to be. We'll never be there. I know we'll never get it, but unreachable goals are even better because you keep driving until... I
would have guessed that would have been your role model. I would have either said Matt Mercer or Critical Role.
Well, so I would have said Matt Mercer, but I'm not the DM. So, but Matt Mercer helped do it instead of Marisha. Like the whole thing, they are my role models now because of. But they didn't start. The biggest thing about them is they didn't start from scratch.
They were all successful.
No. When in 2015, when they became a show that people watched, they were already together, and the channel that they went on was already well maintained. It already had like hundreds of thousands of followers.
I see.
So they got a jump start.
Yeah.
I think we are starting from
from the bottom.
We are starting from absolute zero.
Started from the bottom.
So everything we're doing is for ourselves, and I think that we're doing just as good as their season 1. We're probably around their season 2 of like.
We're funny.
I think we're funnier than them.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. But they are more dramatic and their storytelling is better. But like, if you watch us, you're gonna laugh because we say some fucking stupid shit.
And by we, I mean, knock.
You say knock?
Yeah.
No, he says stupid shit. But like, the amount of antics we get into, like snorting fucking pixie dust and losing your dick and
it flies past
Lola,
you.
Yeah, it's like
in the astral plane.
We have our topics are a lot more like I said, they're more the Simpsons of D&D, like they're the grandfathers of it, and we're more like the South Park fucking
trash,
stupidest shit ever.
You're trash.
Still funny. If somebody made a cartoon about our journey, like it'd be fucking hilarious,
bro.
But like that's that. Just knowing that like it could happen is my role. Like that'd be my
the potential of it.
The potential of it.
So, my role model, and this is gonna sound really gay, and I can say that.
Should we say it because she's gay?
Because I am bisexual. I'm in the LGBT. I put the B in LGBT. Is Micah, and I hate.
Your role model's Micah.
But it's dude. It's. Are you clipping it? Oh, I thought you were.
What are the time in that one?
It would be Micah, and it would be because Micah. It's his sobriety, and if Micah wasn't sober, I probably wouldn't have even thought, hey, I probably should get sober and chill the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Well, without him, you wouldn't know that it's such an option.
Or I wouldn't see that it's possible, and to be like so successful and like so
I'm just changing this because the way you're looking this way, I'm looking that way. This makes more sense.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of anal about things.
I see that.
Kabam! All right.
But anyway.
Because now I'm looking towards the middle.
Anyway, it would be him, and only because I know Micah on a personal level, and I know how he is as a husband, and how he is as a father, and how he is as a person, and how much he's changed from being sober. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I've been there.
And so
seen everything too, and yeah, I mean.
But I think your friends can be your role models, and like if.
Why couldn't they be?
Do you know, like the other day, I didn't tell you this because we haven't done this. So remember, 2 Saturdays ago, I called out for emo night.
Yeah.
There was a seltzer there. Like, you know how I'll drink non-alcoholic beer. I know Micah won't, but I will. And that's the only place that we differ in our sobriety. And there was a seltzer there that was non-alcoholic, but it was CBD infused.
Did you try it?
No, because I really teetered that. Like, I don't know if I should do it.
Well, that's what they call. That's what they call it, California sober.
Well, the people that I was with, they were like, "Do it. There's no alcohol in it." And I was like, "Right," but when I think to myself, I don't know if I should do this or not. I think if Micah would do it, and if I know Micah's answer would be, "I'm not doing that."
Micah would never do it.
No, and that's why I didn't do it. I didn't try it. I didn't buy it. I didn't even. Once I made that decision, I was like, "Okay, bye." I like took a non-alcoholic beer and I left. Like, because to me, because for me, it wasn't even alcohol. It was being a pothead. I was a much bigger pothead than I was drinking.
100%.
And I just didn't want that to kind of like open the door again, or even for me to have an inkling of like.
I never hung out with you smoking or doing like any of that without alcohol.
I was always high at work.
You were fine. Just always happy.
No, dude, every time I walked in, people were always like, "Are you high?" And I'm like, he. Did somebody say something to me? Like, I wasn't always there. No.
How do you feel?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I feel so much better. And I feel so much more... this is another thought I had the other day is I've never really been proud of myself or anything, because I always was, like, raised to think, like, if you're proud of yourself, you're bragging about yourself, which I know is, like, they don't correlate. Like, if you're proud of yourself about something, it's because you accomplished something, and you should be proud of yourself. Bragging about yourself is like, look at all the shit that I have, and you're not being humble about it. You know what I mean? There's a clear difference between being proud and being boastful and bragging. Anyway.
But you could be proud of yourself and be bragging of your accomplishments as long as you're not like in somebody's face about it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really weird. That's a really thin line.
But that what you just said is a very fine line.
It's a very fine line about like you bragging about being sober.
Generally.
Like if I was drinking, I'm doing this, and like I've been sober for this long. You're bragging about yourself, but you're also like.
But I'm throwing a jab at you, and that's not right.
I know what I'm saying. Like so, there are like fine lines.
So, but anyway.
Doesn't have feelings or anything, because I love whiskey.
Anyway, I was saying that I'm actually proud of myself for being sober, and that is like, so I've never ever said like I'm proud of myself for this, like, and I feel like I've accomplished like a lot in my life, and I've overcome a lot in my life, but I'm not proud of any of those things. I'm proud of like what I'm doing right now, and I'm proud that I'm able to do and accomplish so many more things. I feel like I'm more like in tune and in touch with myself as a human being, and then I feel like I can just be more. I feel like I'm more like aware of like the mistakes that I make and like how I can correct them and like what I need to do to like correct them with other people, or if I even feel the need to correct them with other people. You know what I mean?
So, I will say this: I'm very proud of you. Like I said, I saw bad.
You met me right before I tanked.
I saw bad Sarah. But it wasn't as bad as like I've seen other people. Like I said, I thought... No,
you saw me tank and go into a fucking facility.
Oh, I understand 100%. But that was because of the situation, not because of alcohol.
Yeah. Because I always say that, like, Micah got sober because he was an alcoholic. I got sober because I didn't like the decisions that I was making. It's not because I had a problem with drinking. I didn't drink all the time or every day, or I just didn't like who I was and what I was doing. You know what I mean? So I just, my straw. So, but that is something that I feel amazing. I feel amazing now. I feel like just a whole different person than I was 2 years ago. You know? Do you know what?
But also, like I said, also, it wasn't the alcohol and all. It was the situation.
Yeah.
And the alcohol was not helping.
Oh, neither was being high. Neither was abusing the drugs that I was taking at the time. Like, nothing was helping the situation.
Because there's nothing legitimate that could help that situation. Mm-hmm. Besides time.
You had to sit in it.
Besides time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Well, we touched on that too.
That was last week.
We had a really good session last week.
It was good.
Okay. Now we're gonna move on into like relationships.
Oh, fuck me.
Like romantic relationships too. These are like romantic relationship questions. What would be your deal breaker in a relationship?
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So people that don't know me, that's a little bit of a deep dive.
For all the stays out there.
I'm what you call.
I don't know why, but I really like that you said that.
I'm what you call a serial monogamist. I had just go from relationship, and it's just been. I've been in a serious relationship since I was 16, off and on. I've been single for maybe a year and a half in the past 20 years.
Crazy.
That's who I am.
I've been single for almost 2.5 years now. Isn't that crazy?
How we talked about last week.
I'm just saying. Crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm ready for Chris. I'm ready for my K-pop.
I'd say you're just ready for Chris.
I'm just being patient, and I can be patient. I will be patient. Go on.
It's just who I am.
So what?
I like having
a partner,
and I like having like my days off, or all like it's us and all that stuff, and like she works, I'm here, and it's great. Even though she gets mad about that, it's fine.
About what?
She gets mad that I care about D&D so much, but like it doesn't affect her.
Yeah.
Because like you're at work, like this doesn't affect you.
It's not cutting into y'all's time.
It does not, like I never cut into our time with work. My second job, which is this place.
We work from home.
Which I could, because like I said, there's so many things I could be doing, like editing all the music. Anyway.
So, back on track.
Yeah,
what is your deal breaker?
Deal breaker.
My deal breaker from now versus what it was years ago is completely different.
Mine's not being faithful. Mine's cheating and lying, and because I don't do that, so I feel like it's easy to reciprocate. If you're like not being faithful and honest is just such a jab to me, because it's like I know it can be done because I do it. It's not like, say I get mad at you because you cheated, but I cheated, so whatever, but I don't. So like, that's my number one.
Is being unfaithful. Rihanna unfaithful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The song Unfaithful.
No, I hate that song.
I love that song. I know it's about her cheating, but it's a good song. Message is just, I get it. Anyway,
and just like the song that he's like, you don't gotta tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh, yeah.
If you can.
Yeah. The Weeknd.
On the low.
Yeah.
It's not the Weeknd.
Isn't it?
It came out way before the Weeknd.
But
he redid it.
Yes.
And it's one of those songs that came out in 2002 that got remade. But just like that, it's like it's condoning unfaithfulness, and I just don't. That's my big deal.
I think for me, I obviously wouldn't want any of that, because I know both sides of that. Don't like it. I don't like either side. Had no fun on either side of the fence.
That's I knew you when you were on both sides.
Yeah, it was not. But I think now.
I knew when you were doing it.
Yeah, well, it's been done to me, which is why I think I was also like so ashamed of myself, because before that, because when I was doing it, I knew what it felt like, but I still decided to do it anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, because. Yeah, you probably.
There was no excuse. I was just being a piece of shit.
It's
yeah.
Selfish.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking selfish.
Yeah, I was making really poor choices. That was another thing as to why I got sober. Sorry, side note, but it was because I was not only harming myself, but I was harming the people that I claim to love. You know what I mean? And I did not like that feeling whatsoever. So, but back on track. I think now that I've been single and like super independent for like so long now, that I just won't even tolerate this, like the smallest inkling of you could potentially be verbally or mentally abusive. Like the moment that you think that you can disrespect me or talk to me in a certain way, and if you're supposed to be like my romantic partner, like there's a difference between like if you're arguing with a friend, you need to, there has to still be some sort of respect. But my romantic partner, that's a whole different aspect. Like we are in this, you're
supposed to be somebody's
other half in a
shield,
sense. Yes,
not their battle.
Yes. And like thing. The moment that I see that you can't seem to have a conversation, because I feel like now, which we don't know yet because I haven't been in a relationship since my last relationship, but I feel like now I have grown so much to where I could probably sit down and have a conversation about something that I might not have liked. But if you can't sit down and have a respectful conversation and you start digging at me and you start being disrespectful towards me, you start yelling at me, you start to degrade me, I don't need you, babe. You don't pay my bills. You don't put food on my table. You don't provide, nor do you protect me. You're actually doing the opposite. You're not bringing something to my life now. You are taking from my life, which is my joy, peace, and happiness. I won't tolerate that because I worked really hard to be here. I worked extremely hard to be here. And if you can't respect that or agree with, like, find some sort of middle ground, then I won't tolerate it. I don't need you. You know what I mean? If I have a partner, it's because I want you there, and that's a bigger thing to me, is to want somebody versus to need somebody. Like I don't need another person to help take care of me, but I want like a husband to help provide and protect for me.
That's
but I don't need it. That's not essential to my survival.
I don't know if I need it, but that's what I want.
I think every person's able to.
No, I wouldn't know, but I'm pretty sure that I can be by myself for a long time. But
I think because
we don't need to test that.
I think
I could.
I 100% needed this time of solidarity. Yeah, because I don't know, man. Like I just now I know, like, oh, okay, so like there's a different. Because, like, I think I told you this last time, I'm not really sure. I grew up in a matriarchy. Like, all of the women in my family were head of households. All of the women in my family were either single moms taking care of things. Like, I either had men that left the family that didn't stick around, or I had weak men in our family. Like my uncle hasn't had a job since I was born. He still lives with my grandma. Like, the men in my family.
We didn't dive that deep.
Well, the men in my family don't provide and protect. You met my uncle. He's cool. He's amazing. Whatever, but the men in my family don't provide and protect. The women in my family does, and I think that's why I have such a strong personality as well. Like, I've gone through generations of women, from even to my great grandmother. My great grandmother was the provider.
Are you that now, or did you have that before?
What do you mean?
Were you this way in the last couple of relationships?
Oh my God. Well, in the last couple of relationships, I've always been really dominant. So in the last couple of relationships, I was never like, I want you to be head of household. I still don't feel that way.
I don't think there should ever be.
I think it's either we're equals. I stand firm in, like, we're equals head of households, or I'm head of households. Like, you're not going to sit here and be above me in anything.
No, I don't think there should ever be anybody above. I think it always should be equal. And
I think my family.
You can't hold anything above somebody's head if it's equal.
Yeah, like in my family, my grandma was head of household because she did everything, ran everything, and when she got divorced, she was a single mom, worked 3 jobs with 2 kids. Then my mom, she was head of household because she was a single mom as well, and then when she got married, she had a dominant personality like me, but my dad always kind of like tried to put her in her place here and there. I wish they got divorced. If I'm just going to be honest, I wish those 2 people got divorced. But regardless, my mom was always just head of household, and then now you have me. And then you have other people in my family who got married and have children, but the husband on that aspect is the head of household, and he's like the first like strong male in my family, but he's married in. Like, this isn't somebody that we grew up with. This is not the type of man that we know, and he's wonderful and he's great and he does his job as a provider and a protector, and he always will be. Like, I know that for a fact.
They always like, unless they're they're your uncle, they're gonna marry again, but like they married late. What you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is like my grandfather wasn't a strong man. My dad wasn't. Neither of my dads was a strong man. Like I just went and had lunch with my youngest sister, who we share the biological dad with. It's her dad because he raised her, and I just met him a couple years ago, and he's not a strong man. He owns a house, and he just broke up with his girlfriend. He owns a house, and he's letting that girlfriend live in the house, and he moved out to go live with his mom. What?
It's not.
What?
Maybe he fucked up, and then that's.
No, apparently she did.
Oh,
And she got him fired from his job that he was at for 20 years.
kick her out.
Hello? You're not my dad, but I'm like, let me help you out here. And when my sister and I were trying to be nosy and be like, what's this about? He wouldn't say anything, and then it was just kind of like, she gets mail there. So, she's a... Who fucking cares? You get a letter from the government here. I don't give a fuck.
You can forward that shit.
Yeah, forward it to my fucking trash can, bitch. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna say you're lying. You don't live here. You put that address on there. That's a fucking lie.
I'd give the person 2 months. Save up money, figure it out, find a place to live, find a friend, find somebody with an extra room that they're putting K-pop pictures up. Find somewhere to live. There's plenty of places to go.
Dude, but again, so my family was never, it was never, what is it, a patriarchy? That's where a man leads the household? Because the matriarchy is where a mom leads the household. So I was a matriarchy. So, but moving on, I would like to have a man that could help provide and protect for me. But that's going to take a lot. Because I do it myself because I don't need it.
But it's also
I want it. Huh?
Equal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm not. Once I get married, I quit my job.
Chris, comes around.
I will
he's
do
watching.
I will do whatever you want.
Yes.
Whatever you decide for me is the right decision. Yeah. Yep.
You would never do that. Even like that would last literally. You think like you were like who
I
you
just
are
can't
now?
be. I'm not a soft woman.
Yeah, say within 7 months you'd be like, no, I'm fucking over this shit.
I'm just not a soft woman.
So if that's what he wanted, you could never fulfill that.
Dude, because because I felt like if he had some sort of like, but he does have power over me and I don't even know him. What am I saying?
I'm saying like I feel like
the moment that I felt like I'm not even gonna put that in there because it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna pull my weight no matter what, and I would make a point to be like, just because you're super successful and I know that you could pay for 4 houses for me and our children or whatever, I still want to do what I can to help provide and pull my weight in this house because this is also my household. This isn't just yours, it's mine. So we need to do this together, no matter what it is, So my husband, Chris, would never treat me poorly because he likes that I'm a strong, independent woman and he respects that,
He might. I don't know.
No, he does.
I never met the guy. No, don't. I never seen. I never seen his stat card to see like his charisma check. I've never seen what he has going on with.
I'm gonna bring you this one card from one of their albums called Maxident, and it's like a stat card, and I'm gonna bring that to you
I've
tomorrow.
never seen I would love. That brings me on my thing. He's
amazing.
We should do stat cards for ourselves for like the intro, for our own personal what are our stats.
Oh, you know what? Okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about you and our stats.
D&D style stats, and they're important.
Well, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, but do you want to explain to the stays out there, like, the stats and, like, the different categories and, like, what they all mean real quick?
Oh, fuck. I wore a shirt that said it. I should have wore a shirt this time. Go pee.
Okay, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
All right, so stats in Dungeons & Dragons determine everything that you roll and everything that you have to... Everything that goes on in the game. So you have dexterity, which is your ability to throw a tomato. You have your strength, which is your ability to crush a tomato. You have your constitution, which is your ability to eat a bad tomato. You have your charisma, which is your ability to sell a bad tomato. You have your wisdom, which is you have your intelligence, which is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. And then you have your intelligence, which is knowing that tomatoes don't go in a fruit salad. So it's all about just everything in life, like whether you're book smart or street smart or strong, or you can jump over a table, like dexterity. It's dexterity, strength, wisdom, charisma, constitution, and intelligence. And I want us to make cards of what our real life stat is compared to the character we're playing, because my character's way cooler than I'll ever be, and Sarah's character is way cooler than she'll ever be, even though she's had like this her third character, so it's like a whole situation. Obviously we're in a fantasy world, so like our character's gonna be better. It's just how we need to make like a Olympic game style thing to prove, or like just I feel like there could be a game. I feel like there could be like a side game thing we do once a month to prove our stats. Like we do the first week we do a thing to test our intelligence and then test our wisdom.
Instead of just giving us our own stats.
Instead of getting your own stats, and then check your dexterity, like catching footballs and like baseballs. Like my dex would be, I think my dex would be pretty high because I was a catcher in baseball, and
I played basketball. You don't think my dex is gonna be pretty high?
We'll see. When was the last time you caught a basketball?
When's the last time you caught a basketball?
It's
a ball. Who cares?
I could catch a basketball easily.
I
caught a baseball literally a couple weeks ago.
I could catch a ping pong ball from across the court.
I played
I could
flag
catch a
football.
football across the football field.
I played flag football for fucking 8 years.
I played flag football.
I still could. Like I said, I could still do all of that. I can still catch a ball one-handed. I can still, like even like when we're hanging out on the beach, we still throw the football and catch the ball. Like have a beer in one hand, you have to catch it with the other hand, one-handed.
You know what position I played in flag football?
Should I answer truthfully, or should I answer like Michael would?
Well, do it for the haha, and then give you. Oh my god. That was a sly answer.
To be fair, I played center too, and on offense.
He might have. Micah might have said the water boy.
Because when I did play center on offense, because I can snap the ball and find a soft spot in the defense, which you have nothing about it. Like the fact that you played flag football amazes me, because you don't speak like you know football.
It's been years. Who cares? Anyway,
Years doesn't mean like you forget.
I haven't played it in over a decade.
I'm saying, I obviously don't care about other football either.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know what position I fucking played? The quarterback. Because I could throw really well. I swear to God.
I could not see you playing quarterback.
I swear to God. I'll pull up a picture right now.
Okay. I could bet I was pretty good at quarterback. I was always good at quarterback until
You notice how Jeff says he's good at every position, everybody?
I was about to break down what I couldn't do. I was really good at quarterback until I got in the red zone. Because getting in you know what a red zone is? There it is. That's why she wasn't a quarterback. Jeremy said center.
Guys.
Anyway, so the red zone is inside the 20-yard line because you have to find the small pockets of space. I can always when your defenders are like in that tight, it's hard to find a place to stick a ball to get a first down. So or get a touchdown or a first down. So I would do really well until I got to the 15-yard line, and
we're done for.
Well, because you have to have the perfect route and do all this stuff, and that's why when I quarterback, my brother would come in at the 15-yard line and he would finish it.
Thank God for your brother.
Well, because I was a better receiver than I was. It all ended up, but I was a better center or receiver than I would ever be a quarterback, because I can find a spot and I can catch.
Can we get back to what's important, and that's knowing what my stats are?
Okay, let's go back. Okay, now that you're back from your bathroom break.
I know. I really had to go though. Okay, I'm gonna. I just wanna go ahead. What do you think? Should we do it where? What do you think my stats would be? Because you can give me more realistic, and then I could say what I think your stats would be.
Yep.
Because it's from your friend's perspective. Do you think it's more of your perspective is more realistic about yourself, or do you think your friend's perspective is more realistic about yourself?
Well, there's your opinion of yourself. There's your friend's opinion of yourself, and then there's reality.
What's that last one?
Yeah. See, you can gaslight all you want, but it's all three of them. It's what you think about yourself and what your friends think about you, but like reality is reality.
The middle ground.
It's what you can, not imagination.
Please go on.
So like, if I said, "Hey, what's your strength?" Like, I could bench 250. I can bench 150, and then like, I don't think you can bench 150, and then you go bench 150 and you fucking drop it. Reality says that you're wrong. So, like.
Also, I just want to say something. God texted me, and he asked who the people were in the group chat. And he thinks.
And YouTube?
Yeah, because he thinks he upset one, and he doesn't like that he upset one because he said "fuck off, Sarah," and because they don't know that Micah's one of my.
You should have said this is God and this is how she.
Well, I must have missed it when he said "fuck off, Sarah."
Because that was part of like literally the first part of our like the whole thing was us talking about how
whoever said "fuck off, Sarah" in the group chat was Micah, and Micah was the one I said was my role model. So obviously,
it's a whole thing. See, this is
full circle.
Full circle shenanigans. The fact that her role model is the one that said "fuck off" in the early stages of YouTube.
That should say a lot about me as a person. That's
perfect.
He didn't mean to upset anybody, so.
No, only Sarah, and he's not going to with words.
All right, go ahead.
All right, back to the.
What do you think my strength would be? So obviously 10 being the lowest, because you go any lower than 10, you're fucked. But.
Not true.
Okay.
Do I think you're like?
Like how you do your basic stats.
Like I said, I think Scarlett would be lower than a 10 in strength.
Okay.
I don't think you would be.
Here's pen and paper. I'm going to start writing this shit down. I'm curious.
I think 10's not the lowest, but like I think 8's the lowest because nobody has less than an 8.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. Don't go less than 8.
8 means that you don't have it, and
you just don't. You don't got it, kid.
It's called your dump stat for a reason.
Is there a pen over there? I know I leave pens everywhere.
I have a pencil somewhere. Pencil. So dump stats, and that was a good dexterity check right there.
There you go, guys. I have it.
I tossed a pencil to her. She caught it one-handed.
With my left hand.
Whilst eating ice cream.
And I caught it with my non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. So go ahead and let's talk about mine real quick.
Strength, like I said, I don't think you're an 8 because I think Scarlett would be an 8.
Because these legs are sturdy, and that counts as strength.
We'll call you Sarah's sturdy ball.
We do. Sarah's sturdy ball.
And you cannot be sturdy if you have below a 10 in strength. So I'll give you 12. I think you're a little higher than average.
Okay.
10, I think 10's average.
Okay.
We'll go 10 average.
I will take that.
If you're below average, you're 8. If you're above average to an extent, we'll get there.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
All right,
I think you're stronger than
So, dex
average.
12. Or excuse me, strength 12. Dex?
Dex 14. You just caught a pen with your left hand whilst eating ice cream.
With these stupid glasses on.
With the stupid glasses
and the light's blinding me.
Oh, God. Now you're reaching.
Are you sure it should be higher than a 14?
Now you're reaching.
Okay. Con?
Con's low. Con.
Why?
No, maybe not, because you...
Look at my life. Everything's a con save in my life. Or a charisma check.
Well, con would be like throwing up. So...
You think so?
But con's also not crying. And you just, like, literally earlier in the episode talking about how you cry all the time.
I don't remember that.
So you fail con saves literally...
I don't know that.
You said 4 days ago you failed a con save.
4
days ago you said you cried like a baby.
Are you going to put me below a 10?
Therefore, now 10. I think you're 10.
Okay.
You failed
You think I'm a 10? I am a 10.
Because you can also... I've never seen you throw up. You even watched all of our friends eat fucking baby birds inside the fucking egg with like... Balu.
If anybody doesn't know what balu is, it's a Filipino... Filipinos do this a lot. We have a lot of Filipino friends, which we're very proud of. But they... one of our friends brought over balu, and it's an egg, and inside the egg is still like a duckling or a small chicken, and you eat it. They just ate it, and I could not. That is something that I'm so American in my food taste. I'm eating a drumstick, like this is I could not.
Just to right now. So
don't forget about Patty drinking the juice. I'll never forget that.
My con has been hindered because of that. Because I could not even fucking watch it because it was fucking. It made me want to throw up.
I know I could never be on Fear Factor because if they made me eat something, I'm done. I would just tap out. Be like, all right, Joe Rogan.
If they made me eat the thing that my friends were eating in front of me, I'd tap out. And they were eating it for fun. That was just like because I thought it was cool.
They were just, I want to try something new. That's what you want to try?
That's what you want to try? You want to try a fucking...
You didn't even want to go to Escargot. You went straight to Baloo.
You want to try fucking it was fertilized, undeveloped.
It was like a little... It's like a little...
It's developed, but like it died.
Chicken, little tiny little...
It was like...
It had the skull and everything.
Yeah, they crunched into...
You and I are on the same page with that one, brother. Ooh.
And that's the only reason my con save will go down. My con save
because of that one experience.
No, because I can drink. You saw me drink so much and not throw up. When did you ever see me throw up? Never. And how many times have you seen me drunk? A lot.
Hey, what about? Could you eat a spider?
Live?
I saw this guy. No. I saw this guy. No.
Live?
No. Live.
Live. No.
No. I saw this guy deep fry a tarantula, and he deep fried it, and then he ate it, and he took a crunch out of the thorax, and I was just like. No.
Nar.
No.
No, because I don't even like oysters.
I don't either because it's mucusy.
It's
the texture.
It's their shit sack. Like you're eating their shit. Like I don't understand like how it tastes like a booger. It looks like a booger, and it's shit. So like nothing about that is like my dad and my brother fucking love oysters.
No.
And I can't fuck. I will never join that train.
I don't like it. I don't like seafood though.
I love seafood. Like I said, I love lobster. I love shrimp. I love salmon. I love fish. But like oysters it's the shit sack. Like I don't understand. Like that's pleasurable that you're eating all the stuff they suck up.
Like people pay so much money for oysters too.
Yeah, it's
like expensive. I'm not paying a lot of money for that. I'm gonna go spend on K-pop.
We're gonna remember this all day because when I get to my con save, it's gonna be hindered because I'm on the same boat as you.
Next is
what was your con? 10?
You gave me a 10.
Yeah, put me a 10.
He's like, I ain't going lower than you, bitch.
Because I'll never go lower than you because there's no way you can outdrink me, even if you were drinking. Do
you remember the last day I drank? You were there.
I was there. But you were there the last time I got blackout drunk. I was still going.
Do you remember? I'm just gonna.
I was still going.
The way you got out of my car. You dropped a whole beer in the driveway. You did a full 360 turn around. You tried to pick up the beer, and you did a full circle and didn't go anywhere near the bottle where you were trying to pick it up. That was amazing to see. That was amazing to see you try to reach for something, and you did a whole... Didn't even go anywhere near it, and you still tried real hard.
And I did a 360? It's a pretty good con. I'll go 11.
No.
Give me one more, because it's pretty impressive.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
Intelligence for Sarah.
Intelligence. Intelligence is high.
You think I have high intelligence?
Yeah, wisdom is
okay.
low.
Okay.
Intelligence is knowing that you have bills.
How dare you!
Wisdom is going to California while you have bills.
How dare you!
So I'm going intelligence. Intelligence is 14. No, yeah, 14, 16. Mm-hmm. You're smart. You're a smart person.
You want to just meet in the middle and say 15?
Yeah, 15. You're smart.
I can't believe you think I'm smart.
But wisdom.
All right. There's
wisdom.
I can't believe you think I'm smart.
Whilst your rent is due, getting a new tattoo, going on vacation.
What was I? Wait, something happened. Something happened when
going
rent
to K-pop
was due.
stores and spending
that's what it was. That's what it was. It was the opening of a K-pop store, and I dropped $350, and I was like, "So rent is gonna be late."
Yeah. So that wisdom is down.
Oh, so
intelligence is knowing that you shouldn't.
Is the wisdom below a 10 though? Because you think it's below a 10. Because there are some things I have wisdom on, take out me being financially irresponsible. Take that out completely.
Can't.
Look at the rest of it. No, but look at the rest of my life.
What else you got?
For wisdom? Mm-hmm. Like, look at the decisions I made to be sober. That was a wise decision.
I know, but you made that decision because your wisdom was so bad drinking. So your wisdom was whilst drinking was probably a 6.
Okay, we're not right now. Right now.
By the way,
I'm just trying to argue for a 10.
You're the one.
I'm just trying to argue for a 10.
And I'm gonna fight you on it.
You're gonna give me a 9?
I
didn't mean to scream like that. I'm so sorry. I'm just baffled.
I want you to know that you wanted to do this.
How about wisdom in like my feelings or like being able to look how long I have survived without any help. Mike, it was either Mike or Sly, one of those two.
Surviving.
One of those two.
By the way, surviving's an 8. That's normal. Like surviving, you survive. Showing average wisdom is a 10.
Anyway.
You just adopted a cat.
I didn't adopt it. The cat found me.
Okay. Can you afford to have a cat?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm surely doing it.
Wisdom is doing things that
are beneficial for yourself, like being sober, and making the conscious decision every day to not smoke, to not drink.
That's doing what's best for you. So you're telling me because you're sober, you deserve that +1 in wisdom? Or
I wish, is Micah around?
I don't know.
Micah, help!
He's not. I'll give you a 10 only because you're fighting for it.
You know what's so sad?
But I want you to know that I'm playing. I'm playing the loyal.
I'll take the 9 only because I'm like, what else am I wise in? But I'll take the 9 only because you gave me the 15 in intelligence.
Oh yeah, you're
smart. And I thought that was really high.
But you don't make very good decisions.
I know the right decision. I just don't choose the right decision.
Yeah. Putting K-pop cards and going and vacations.
I think about living in the moment.
And calling out on Saturdays.
And that only happened twice. I think about living in the moment. Oh, look, Micah said, I'm here. Micah, would my wisdom...
On YouTube?
Yeah. Would my wisdom be a 9 or a 10?
It's gotta be 9.
And if you say one or the other, can you tell us why? So, anyway,
just the fact that you went to a K-pop store today or yesterday.
For the 4th time since it's opened, September 1st.
Oh, my fucking God.
I am all about what brings me joy. I don't ever want to look back on my life and be like,
oh yeah, YOLO all day.
I hate him.
He's at 8.
He's at 8.
Yeah, no. See, and that's like, love that. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a 9, and I don't think 10. Just that you don't. The intelligence knows that it's a bad decision, but your wisdom's like, I'm having a great time. YOLO plays too much of a role in your life right now.
Because I don't ever want to, like, do you know how many people I have talked to that are in their, like, later years and they're just like, man, I look back on my life and I always think to myself, I wish I would have done that, or I wish I made this decision, or blah, 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 blah. I do not want that to be me. You know what I mean?
No, I'm 100% into that. However, you still have to be an adult and you still have to make smart decisions.
Fuck Micah, I'm not taking an 8. I'll take the 9.
Take the 9.
And then lastly...
It's below, but it's not heavily below. I almost gave you a 10.
It is almost detrimental, though.
It does hurt. It hinders you in other ways in the fact that you don't think about...
Micah, oh, yeah, he said the same thing. He said, Sarah, you're very smart. You just don't make the best decisions.
That's it. Like I said, I gave you a 15 intelligence,
guys, I cannot
9
believe you
wisdom.
Guys, I can't believe that. I always thought you guys thought I was just a dumb bitch. Maybe that's because you guys call me that so often.
We call you a dumb bitch. Doesn't mean that
you call me a dumb bitch because I made the wrong decision.
Yeah, because...
Knowing.
We called you a dumb bitch not because of your intelligence, because of your wisdom score.
All right.
And doing things that probably shouldn't do.
That kind of makes me feel a lot better about things. Anyway, lastly, charisma.
I think charisma is probably your strong stat.
Yeah, because you put intelligence right now as my strongest stat.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, you are, like, right now.
You put intelligence and then dex.
Well, the fact you caught a pin one-handed.
I could probably.
I would love to throw a football with you to see how good that dex is.
I would love that.
Because I know I'm more dexterous than anybody in this group. And I'll even knock, like, I would destroy him. Well, I played football.
Is there a confidence one here? Because pure confidence.
I played football. I wrestled. I played baseball.
I played so many sports. I coached sports.
I lettered in all of them.
Okay, I lettered in basketball. I have a letter. I have it in my house.
I lettered in football 3 times. I lettered in wrestling 4 times. I lettered in track twice, academics 4 times.
See, remember when we were talking about being proud of yourself and then bragging and being boastful? Do you remember that conversation?
I felt like when you said it, I felt like you were digging at me because I
wasn't digging at you.
I know, but like unintentionally, because I am confident.
I wasn't digging at you. I was trying to make it seem like I'm proud of myself about something, but I don't want people to think I'm bragging about myself. I think that's where I was trying to clarify. Like I didn't want people to think I was being boastful or bragging.
The difference is I don't care if people think I'm bragging because
I was not digging at you. Unintentionally, intentionally, I was not.
Yeah, you're loving that sugar-free Gatorade. That's all I gotta say.
It's the only thing over here right now.
That's all I got.
Like literally, there's nothing else.
Charisma.
Charisma.
I think charisma's gotta be you have to be a charisma-based character. So I got 16,
You think I'm a charisma-based
16,
character?
17, because 17 is max.
And I took a 9 in wisdom.
17 is max. Like when you're playing Baldur's Gate, the most you can get an
When you do a point buy, don't you have like 26 points or no?
You can only go high. You can only go so high. You can only go 15 in a stat, and then you get +2 with your racial treat or your racial feats. So 17 is the most you can get.
You think I'm the highest level of charisma though?
Yes.
You think I'm the highest level of charisma?
Highest level no, I said 16.
Okay.
You're not like overly charismatic. I don't think you'd be like.
Do you think I'm more charismatic than Scarlett?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Scarlett
either.
would be a 17.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd be a 15, 16. You might be tied. Int and charisma.
I can't believe you think I'm smart. You think I'm so smart.
I would never call you dumb. Unless I call you dumb bitch, and that's a whole different thing.
And but that's not for the intelligence category.
No,
that's for the wisdom category.
And that's also the brotherly thing that I'm saying. Like, that's the
brother.
The brother.
When I say brother, I mean brother.
I mean brother.
Okay, so moving on, Jeff. I want to do everybody. We're gonna do it. We got time.
We have time. We have a whole hour.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God, we're doing this the whole fucking group.
I want to.
So
don't you? Aren't you having fun?
This is great.
And
I'm
having so much fun.
And think about D&D. These stats.
I'm gonna.
They do roll into real world situations.
I'm gonna expose these stats tomorrow too. Like when everybody's here on camera, I'm gonna tell everybody like what Jeff and I
want to make. I love this whole thing because whatever we make and we all agree on, I'm gonna make it part of our intro video. I'm working on an intro video.
Okay.
And have us our pictures with our real life stats and then morph it into our character, into what they are.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Jeff. No, seriously, because I'm now I'm writing everybody's down. Jeff is for strength.
Strength is not my best stat, but I'm definitely not a dumb stat.
Dude, you gave me a 12 though.
So I'd be 14. Because I can still bench. I can still rep 180. When I was in high school, these stats would have been completely different. Because I was benching 250 in high
Bro,
school.
you're living 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. And that's crazy how much more I can bench at such a lighter weight. Of how old I am.
Okay.
So strength.
What do you think is better
15.
though? What do you
I give you 14. I give you 12. So strength 14, 15.
I'll give you 14.
Because I would still like to lift against Knock. He goes to the gym all the time, and I still think I'm stronger than him.
I don't think so. I think he might be able to keep up with you.
I weigh 30 pounds more than him.
I've lost weight, so I'm so skinny.
I've also lost weight.
I'm so skinny.
I'm $190.
Bro, I hit below 150 for the first time in 20 years.
That's what I'm talking about. It's good shit.
Crazy. Dex?
Dex, that's my highest stat.
You think Dex is your highest?
Yeah, I used to catch.
Not Con?
No, Con. We just established that I would fail Fear Factor, and I can't. No, Con. I'm at 10. I can't even think about them eating them baby ducks without wanting to throw up.
Well, it was just you, and it was. I was talking about your.
I could drink.
Your full circle around the beer bottle trying to pick it up.
It's great and awesome, and I could do that without throwing up, and I can hold my alcohol, and I don't really get hungover. I can get shit faced on Thursday and still show up to work at 11 on Friday and still be. I'm gonna be hurting, but I can still do it.
No, not me.
So my Con's good, so I go 11 with Con, a little better than you.
Okay.
But not much because I still can't think about eating a baby fucking duck.
Or a deep fried tarantula.
Without throwing up.
I just got the chills.
I can't eat oysters, so I can't.
So maybe you are a 10.
10 or 11. Like I said, I put me 10. It doesn't matter because it doesn't get a plus.
Okay. Your dex?
My dex is my base stat.
I'll give you a 16.
16 because I can still throw a football. I can still throw a baseball. Give me.
I'm gonna give you 16 because I don't think anybody, maybe besides Scarlett and her charisma, is gonna be the highest of anything. Like
I think my dex is 17.
Let's talk about your other stats first.
Hold on. Let's go to this one. I can still shoot a basketball. I can still throw a baseball. I can still pitch baseball. I can still catch baseball. I can still throw a football. I can still catch a football with one hand, falling down. I can still sprint. I feel like I still have all that. If you want to give me a 16, that's fine. But I feel like
I took the 9 in wisdom.
I feel like
I took the 9 in wisdom.
I can. If we all went out, did anything, I still put a softball team together for work. I still and was really good at it. I still did flag football for work. Like I said, I still have all that. So,
I took the 9 for wisdom.
Are you just I put question mark? No, put 16. I'll take 16.
All right.
At the end of the day, it's still a plus. It's still a plus 3.
Your intelligence?
You
gave me a 15 for intelligence.
I think I'd be a 14.
You think your intelligence is below me? See, when you put it in perspective like that.
In certain things.
Okay.
I am intelligent.
What about your wisdom?
So my wisdom's better than you.
Sure. I'm kidding. I'll give you a 10.
I have a 775 credit score.
I have a 775.
Yeah, you have something. So
there's a 7 in there. Yeah. And there's a 5.
It's a different order.
Hey, my credit score is better than Micah's. That's all that matters.
That's what I'm saying. My credit score is amazing. I put all this together and still am fine.
How about I give you a 14 in both?
I said 14 in both. I would take a 14,
that seems fair.
12 wisdom because I still make bad decisions.
Yeah. Okay. Charisma. I think this is your dump stat. This and con.
Charisma is definitely my dump stat. Charisma is a 10. I still have charisma, but it's not like I'm still here talking on a podcast
about K-pop, and you're learning.
And I've been bartending for 18 years. People love me. They send in like, goddamn, how many times have I been put on a thing for like hit singles and not ever gotten recognized for anything at the casino? It's crazy.
You know what's funny? I don't know. Never mind. I won't say it.
I go 10. And that might be low, but I don't think I'm charismatic. But I know I was on the morning show. I can do podcasts. I can do the shit like this. Like I know I can do it.
You're social is what you're trying to say.
I'm social. I'm just not. It's definitely not my strong suit. Maybe after my teeth are straight and I get these goddamn.
Your teeth are already straight.
Braces off.
It's just you're just doing the finishing touches. Your teeth are very straight right now.
Now they are because I have braces on. They weren't before. They had.
I know,
thing.
but all right.
That's all my mental thing.
Moving on.
Next
person is Knock.
Oh, that was
strength.
Me? Strength has got to be equal to me. I don't think that he's stronger than me. Like I said,
Dex.
He said he used to play football.
I've never seen him be quick with something.
I've never seen him.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've never seen him
catch something that was falling or.
I've never seen him be fast reactively. If I threw something at him, I don't know if he'd catch it.
Because his eyesight is really bad as well. And sometimes he just doesn't even wear his glasses. He doesn't wear anything, and he squints. He'll wear his glasses, and then he'll be like, I can't see that. And I'm just like, how are you supposed to, like, live, brother? I'm going to give him...
I don't know. I've never like, thrown a football at him to see if he can catch it.
I'll give him an 11. Just above average. Because I have no idea. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but...
I don't think it's negative because he played football.
So he says.
No, I've seen pictures.
I'm just kidding.
He showed me pictures. He showed me one of his K-pop pictures of him. His K-pop cards of him.
I'm bringing you K-pop cards tomorrow.
Please don't.
No, I am.
And
no, I am.
Him in football pads.
And I'm gonna take a video of me showing you K-pop cards so I can send it to my friends. I'll show you Felix cards. There we go. And you can tell me which ones you like. Which one's your favorite? His con.
It's got to be high. He ate those fucking baby ducks and just crushed them in his mouth. And
like it was a snack.
Like beak and all, and then just not even fucking.
Both cheeks. You guys don't want any of this?
And
No.
I've never seen him like nauseous. I've never seen him flinch at anything. It's got to be 16, 17.
I haven't seen him cringe at anything, really.
Nothing. Like
Nothing phases him
at all.
that I've seen so far.
That's
something we gotta ask Cass.
I classify that as knock. The fact that nothing phases him.
I'm gonna give him a 16.
Yeah, I think that's his strong suit is his con.
I think I'm gonna ask Cass. I'm gonna be like, hey, so what makes knock like cringe? Like what phases knock? Intelligence.
I don't have any argument here nor there about that one.
I don't think he's stupid by any means, and I wouldn't put him below a 13.
No, 13, but his wisdom's bad.
I don't know, man.
The shit that he says to management, and a job that he wants to keep, that's bad wisdom. I heard like he literally.
I'll give him an 8.
To our intelligence.
No, wisdom.
An 8.
Yeah, I took a 9.
For intelligence? You can take a 9 in intelligence.
No, I took a 9 for wisdom. I gave Knock a 13 for intelligence.
Okay, wisdom's bad because
he
talked to our main boss and told him like, "Hey, I heard what you said about it. I'm not listening to it." They came up to him and say, "Hey, do you see?"
You're not this man.
He's like, "Do you see the letter about not doing this?" He's like, "Yeah, I didn't listen to it." That's.
We can't give him.
That's dumb.
We can't. He has to be on the same level of wisdom as me. There's no way. His wisdom and my wisdom have to be the same. And you know what's sad is we're like.
You know what? No, and there's plenty of other things that we could air out here.
And we're 8 years
with
apart.
Children and gas stations and. So.
He's getting a 9. He's not getting anything else but a 9.
Yeah, I say definitely low.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
He's not getting below me because he.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not saying things. We're not saying things.
Charisma. His charisma's high.
No, it's not. Because yes, it's good, but he does. I mean, it's sneaky charisma because he like. At Comic-Con, he was walking up to people and being like,
"Bro, that's what I'm saying."
He was like, "Hey, follow this quest. Come see our group."
He would just walk up.
And they'd be like, "I have social anxiety," and he walks away.
Like, I have a quest for you. Please take it from my hands.
Please take it from me. I have to leave.
I have somewhere else to be.
But like, is that charisma? The fact that like you can't sit there and talk to somebody that you don't know?
I'd give him a 13 or 14.
I'd give him a higher than me because I couldn't do that. So I'd give him a 12 or 13.
All right, we'll both said 13.
Yeah,
so.
We'll go 13 because the fact that he could do it means he has no social anxiety. Doesn't mean that he has high charisma. It just means that he doesn't give a fuck.
Next is our lovely Jeremy.
Ooh.
For sub strength.
Is my best friend. So.
I would say Jeremy's strong because Jeremy, and this is just from my personal experience. Jeremy's helped me move, and I've seen him like lift shit and like somebody moved in my dresser to my bedroom and made a comment about, good luck with Jeremy trying to help him like move this and shit to put up my TV. Oh, Jeremy moved it by himself.
I say he's strong, but I'm not gonna give him like top tier.
No, but I wouldn't say he's below you.
Out. He's definitely below me. 100%.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm stronger than him. Just like if I've never helped you move, like listen, I can move some shit.
If you're gonna put him below you, I'm gonna put him 1 point below you. I'm not gonna put him.
And I'll take that. But there's no way.
I just want to put this on record. I argue that Jeremy should be on the same as Jeffrey, but I'm just putting it on record. But I'm writing down. I'm writing down a 13.
This is going to trigger an arm wrestling match tomorrow.
You want to arm wrestle right now? I'll arm wrestle you right now. Pull something out. Pull out. He's gonna be like stack something, and I'll fucking lift it higher than you.
No, I'd love to see that. Like I said,
I want to do like a D&D Olympics.
I'm still country strong.
You hillbilly strong.
I'm still hillbilly strong.
Dex? I think he's got good dex.
No, he does not.
You don't think so?
He can't throw, like we've talked about how he can't throw and catch a football.
I did see him throw a baseball.
And throw a baseball was awful, I heard.
I did see it.
I
heard. Yeah.
He said that he can't fucking throw a baseball. And I've heard that he can't throw a baseball from other people. So, but he can play golf, which means he still has some kind of, he's definitely not a 10. I'd give him 12. Just because he's not below, you have to have some kind of...
Do you think he's below or the same as Knock?
Probably dead even.
Alright, then I'm going to give him the same number we gave Knock, which was 11.
I'd say because you can play, probably higher because he can play golf. I don't think Knock can play golf.
But Knock can play other sports. Doesn't matter. Like you named a bunch of sports that he could play, and you named one sport that he can play. I'm giving them the same.
I've never thrown the football with him, and like.
That's what we should do.
But he can play disc golf.
You know that? Oh, I mean.
I'd give Jeremy 12.
What about his con?
Con. Okay, so Jeremy's hangovers are fucking real. He drinks half of what like he could drink half what I would drink and not be able to go to work.
Have you seen him throw up?
Yeah, he throws up almost every time.
And did you see him eat the egg?
Did he eat the egg? I walked away. I didn't want to see it.
No, Scarlett did.
I said he didn't eat the egg. I don't think.
I think Scarlett did.
I'm saying, saw him eat the egg.
Micah didn't.
Micah definitely did not.
Then maybe it was Jeremy. So I know it was Patty, Cass, Knock, Scarlett.
Well, Micah's in your chat, so maybe you should ask him.
Well, if Micah's listening, I hope he would answer. Because Micah definitely didn't eat the egg.
I left.
I didn't eat the egg.
I left. That's why my con's so low. Is I couldn't even watch them and listen to them crunch on beak. and
beak and skull.
Yeah, beak and skull. I could not do it.
Micah had 3 eggs, so then it was Jeremy that didn't have
it.
it.
So his con's high. Jeremy didn't.
Micah's con 16.
Yes.
Changing shitty diapers.
And I've seen and heard stories about Micah drinking and not throwing up.
And fucking
survive.
He is literally Tropic Thunder. Survive.
I say Micah's con is his
he had 3 eggs.
His base status.
He said it was delicious too. I can't.
And the fact that he was in a household that didn't have ice for the longest time.
He didn't have ice until we brought
ice.
We changed his life.
We introduced his kids.
His kids should be thanking us.
Until we introduced his kids what ice was.
You know what? Now knowing that his sons have my last name, I'm ashamed that I didn't do that earlier. So the Ball family, we have cold drinks.
Micah's con is definitely his base stat.
We have cold fucking drinks.
100%.
Let's
and
finish.
The fact that he drinks tap water every fucking day and thinks it's okay.
Mercury.
And that mercury and the fucking lead is flowing through his goddamn system.
He said 3 chickens, 1 duck, and then he said still no ice.
Still no ice. Yeah, no. So Micah's con. We know Micah's con's definitely 17.
Okay, hold on. Let's finish with Jeremy before we move on to.
And not to mention hot dog salads.
It's because he's gluten free. Don't do that to him. He physically cannot have it.
What does that have to do with anything?
Come on now. What about Jeremy's con?
Okay, Jeremy's con. Like I said,
there was 3 of us that didn't eat it. It must have been Jeremy.
He throws up all the time.
It must have been Jeremy.
Because of drinking. So his con's got to be 10, if not 9.
That means you, me, and Jeremy all have the same con.
9.
You think he has less of a con than I do?
I've thrown up in my life from alcohol.
Okay, wait. Let's do.
Hold on. This is huge. I've been drinking since I was 15. Don't judge. And I've thrown up because of alcohol 5 times. And since I was 15, that's 20. Okay. 22 years.
Okay, I'm gonna put.
He's thrown up 5 times like this
last week.
This month.
My argument was gonna be between him and I. How many times did Jeremy called up because he's hungover?
I think a couple.
Who's called out more, me or Jeremy, for being hungover?
You, but have you thrown up? Did you throw up when you were drinking?
Maybe once that I can remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like, con is...
Once or twice, but just because
you can't handle it, doesn't mean that you're throwing up. Con is like, you can't handle it so hard that you throw up.
I would only say once because the first time I did it, I got drugged at the bar, remember?
Okay, that doesn't count.
That was horrendous. The second time was actually my 28th birthday when we went to do that karaoke shit.
Oh, you puked you puked the next day at the fucking, at Universal. And then
no, at Disney. At Mustafa's birthday. Yeah. And I'm still so sorry, and I know that still bothers him. So I would never do that,
so that's why your con's low.
There you go.
So his con's gonna be 9.
But you think his con is still lower than mine?
Yeah.
He's gonna be pissed.
You think so?
He
pukes and likes it.
But he
literally is like, yeah,
no, I'm saying he's gonna be pissed at anything on his stats lower than mine. Jeremy's intelligence. I'd give him a high intelligence because that man's always spitting out facts and they're right.
No, he definitely has a really high intelligence. His wisdom.
You gave me a 15, so
probably equal 15.
Wisdom?
Low.
Not lower than Knox.
Not lower than not dropping below the Mendoza line. Mendoza line is a baseball reference for somebody that bats under 200. So I would go. Wisdom's not 10. It'll be a little higher than 10. He's still
11.
smart. He's still smart. He doesn't make. He doesn't make terrible decisions.
Do you want to give him an 11 or a 12?
12.
Charisma.
Okay, so this changed last week when we were filming a TikTok and he was like nervous to get on camera.
Well, no, because he didn't have a script. He was just trying to go script like.
Okay, but like I love that.
That's one time.
But like
that's one time.
But like, what's my charisma? He's gonna be right near that.
No. I think he'd be more near Knox. Knox is 13, so I'd give him a 12.
What was I? 10.
10.
I'd give him an 11.
No
12.
way.
Maybe 12.
I'd give him a 12. I'd give him a 12.
I guess the ability to not be on camera and...
That was one time. You cannot judge him based off that one time. You gotta judge him based off of what we do know about Jeremy, and that's not just that one time on TikTok. Well, he's always really...
But what about, like, bartending and stuff? Like
he's so charismatic with the guests. He's so great with the guests. He really is, and he talks to them all the time, and he's very...
So do I. Like,
no, but I'm saying, like,
he seems
with the guests he's happier to talk to the guests than Micah is.
Oh, no. Micah's...
Charisma is not even exist.
But Micah's also good on camera.
Doesn't exist. But so is Jeremy.
But his charisma with guests is awful.
Jeremy's good on camera. All right, so that's Jeremy. Let's do Micah.
Yeah, it's definitely higher than mine. Like I said, I'd give him 12.
I gave him 12. I moved on. I made the final decision because I didn't want you to give him lower than a 12. Because
it wouldn't be lower than... It'd be higher than me.
Not as high as me.
Not even close to high as you.
And you're just right next to Knock.
Probably...
I put him next to Knock.
Right around Knock. I think he has higher charisma than Knock, because I don't think Knock...
We gave Knock a 13.
But that's on D&D.
So should we switch those numbers around? Give Knock the 12 and give Jeremy the 13?
Because I don't know how Knock is talking to guests.
I'm going to switch the numbers around.
Yeah, because Knock talking to guests, I feel like would be not as good as Jeremy talking to guests.
And I also feel like Jeremy could just talk to random people, no problem. Like at a bar, sitting at a bar, Jeremy would just
So could I. As long as it's not a hot girl.
Jeremy doesn't give a shit.
I know, I have problems with that kind of thing.
Alright. Micah. Strength.
He has the Pain Academy. I'd give him like at least more, like just as much as Knock, if not more. I think
I'd give him a 15.
I'd give him probably 15.
Okay. Dex.
I can't throw a baseball, but he still could run.
He can run.
And he still can hit the hammer on the goddamn.
On a tire. That's a big.
I don't know. Like I said, it's really hard when I've never played a dexterous sport with these people, but I've heard that their throwing is fucking awful. I
feel like he would be all wobbly on whatever sport he was playing.
Wobbly?
Like he'd be all like. I don't think he'd be sturdy and ready to go like Sarah.
I don't know.
Here.
That'd be harder.
We gave Jeremy a 12.
It's not hard. Yeah, 12. It's not high. Because like I said, the fact that I heard he throws a baseball like a wounded giraffe.
Micah's con.
And I could throw a curveball, a fastball,
I could throw
a slider,
me too.
And a knuckleball. No,
me too.
I would love to see it. Would I have you on my softball team? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I think that you'd probably be all right.
I'm athletic. I'm athletic enough. I think that's what it is. Like I'm athletic enough to at least attempt to do something.
Could you catch a ball and throw it to first?
Yeah.
Then
I used to.
That's all.
They put me in fucking center field only because like I could throw the ball from center field to home.
That's something.
That's
How
like
many bounces?
Huh?
How many bounces?
What do you mean?
Like 2 bounces?
What do you mean bounces? It just went home.
You throw from center to home with no bounces?
Like it bounced to home? No.
You can hit the catcher in the air in the glove.
That's the only position I ever played, and that's why. And then I fucking hated it. I hated it. I hated softball so much.
I
hated it because also when I hit the ball, my arms would vibrate. And I'd be like, oh my god, my arms are so, like, I cannot do this.
That's what you hated about it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Micah's con?
Micah's con has got to be the highest, that probably end of the group. The fact that he used to get as wasted as he did and still show up to work and still work, only take like 132 smoke breaks.
How about the time he took like 12 tabs of acid?
That's what I'm saying, like 100% his con's got to be a 17. I think it's only max stat.
Can we go further than that?
No.
Can it go higher?
17 is max.
Oh.
Micah's con's got to be 17. Drinking tap water and loving it.
Mercury.
Yeah, I've heard that he used to get fucking like the stories before I worked with him, because I work with Mustafa, and he gets a little drunk on Friday night, and on Saturday he's fucking awful, and I tell him he's awful. He like just can't function, but like drinking a little bit. And Micah used to get fucking blackout drunk and go to work.
And go work, no, being blackout drunk. Micah would be blackout drunk at work, being like, what? Fucking making these drinks. His body just moves and he's not like, not even there.
I say, so I work with people who can't fucking work hungover. I could work hungover and like do fine, but like.
Micah said, wait, I want to know who said I can't throw a baseball. No.
I heard you and Jeremy were throwing baseball and it was terrible. I would love, like I said, I'd love to throw a baseball with y'all.
It was something.
Oh, you guys, you?
It was something. And they wouldn't throw it to me, and I was like...
Okay, there you go. Answered. Question answered.
The one that ended it was, I think Jeremy threw it, and it literally didn't even make it to Micah, and it rolled under a car. And it was like mailbox to mailbox. And I was like, what is this? Intelligence? I think Micah's
super smart.
Yeah. We gave the highest intelligence right now is 15. Okay, well, do you think he's more intelligent or more wise?
Intelligent.
All right. What would you? Let's skip intelligence for a second. Go to his wisdom. What would you give his wisdom?
His wisdom would be lower.
Lower?
Yeah.
Lower than what?
Lower than his intelligence.
Right, but like, just throw out a number. Wisdom 13? 12? 11?
Probably 13. What?
Because then if you give him a 13 in wisdom, what are you going to give him in intelligence? And Micah's stats are high as fuck right now.
Well, he's God.
Don't say that.
That's...
You don't say that.
That's what it is.
His charisma's going to be his dump stat.
What's funny, like I told you earlier, his charisma at work is fucking just dog shit.
Micah said 10 wisdom. The way he said that. His
like
charisma at work is dog shit.
His charisma at work is dog shit. People hate him.
And then go around telling other bartenders how much they hate him.
So like I think his charisma would be his, but he's charismatic. He can go in there.
He's charismatic with the people he likes, and that's right. Also, but he doesn't like a lot of people.
Also, he's the DM, so he's literally charismatic on the camera. So it's literally the opposite of. I think, like I said, I think his wisdom.
We gotta make a decision here.
His wisdom's lower than his intelligence, 100%.
He said 10 wisdom.
I would say 10 or 11. For things I'm not going to bring up on. Just wisdom. Yeah.
Intelligence.
Intelligence high. Like I said, he's smart.
You think he's higher than a 15?
No, I don't think. I don't know anybody. I don't know many people that are higher than 15.
Well, you gave myself and you gave Jeremy 15.
So I'm saying I'm not sure I know anybody that's higher than 15. I probably do if I sat down and thought about it.
So then, what are we gonna give him for his charisma? 9? If I took a 9 in wisdom, he's gonna take a fucking 9 in charisma.
No, because he has charisma when he's not dealing with people. He was in commercials.
That's the point of charisma.
No, because being on a commercial and talking right now what we're doing is charisma. Will people want to watch you? So he has charisma because he shows.
All right, I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna make a decision.
He shows something that people want to watch, and he shows that he knows things like he can talk to somebody while not looking at them. I don't know because at work it's bad.
Like, you're talking about him being in a commercial. That's one fucking commercial. He's been bartending at the bar.
How many commercials have I been in? How many commercials have you been in?
3?
Jesus fuck. 0. But like I said...
4?
Commercials for what? I know. If Michael was here, he'd have so many commercials that would talk shit.
He says 8 charisma.
I'd give him, like I said, yeah, because, 8 or 9.
Y'all gave me a 9 in wisdom.
Matt Mercer would have terrible charisma, too. Matt Mercer has no riz, and...
Micah. Dude, sometimes Micah says some dad jokes to guests, and it hurts me.
I'm saying, like, even like...
I'm just the side person.
The greatest DM on the planet is Matt Mercer, and I don't think that he has charisma. I think his charisma is an 8. I think his charisma is his dub stat. So I'd go right around there.
What's that word called when someone gets shot, but then you get like a fraction of the bullet? A fragment of the bullet, excuse me. There's a word for that.
Friendly fire or
No. But regardless, Michael will fucking do a dad joke, and then I'm in the like a crossfire of just being
crossfire.
Like, that was so bad. And then I look at the guest, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. You know, he's going home, so like it'll just be me for the rest of the night. Okay, and then we didn't do his intelligence. I'd put Micah at a 15.
15, yeah. 14, 15.
Next is our baby Scarlet. We're gonna do Destiny just in case she shows up tomorrow. I think she will.
She better. She hasn't missed 2 in a row. If she missed 2 in a row, then I'm gonna start.
We'll get there. We'll get there if that happens. Okay, so our baby Scarlet.
This is gonna be fun.
Strength.
10. Maybe.
10.
I would love to see her lift this 30-pound weight. See how much she could do with it.
I think she can lift 30 pounds.
But what could she do with it? Like, I can lift 30 pounds, but I can go like here, back here. Oh, let's go. 30-pound one arm. That's pretty good. I'm gonna start tomorrow because they're doing this. Like, this is easy. Well, like left-handed. 30 pounds.
Somebody help me. Somebody come to.
Let's go as your co-host, baby.
Oh my god.
Fuzzle.
All right, I'm giving Scarlett.
I don't think she's. Are we doing like? So here's the thing about D&D. Are we doing like men and women? Are we doing like?
Oh, shut up! No, don't even get started on that. I'm giving her a 10. We're gonna move on.
Let's give her 10.
We're just gonna move on. We are not
going down that road.
We don't have enough time.
Yeah, you're right.
Dex.
I saw her catch some. I saw her catch
some feelings.
Oh, she does that too. I saw her catch some things that like were thrown at her.
I was about to make a joke, but it's not. It's a joke that I could handle, but not her.
Yeah. Someone threw a pin. She caught it.
11.
10. Would I have her on my solo team now? Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to see her catch a ball and see how it goes.
Con?
I
feel like she's kind of a lightweight.
Not really. She drinks with me and Jeremy and then
I was a lightweight. I was definitely a lightweight.
Yeah, she holds it together. I'd give her a 12.
Intelligence?
That's what I was worried about. I think she's higher wisdom than she is intelligence. Are you sweating?
It's like me choking back the laughter is like coming out of my pores.
She's definitely street smart more than book smart.
She's so street smart.
You're so street smart. I'd give her.
Like, you know who I know that's street smart and book smart? Cohen.
I've never sat down and talked to him, so I don't know.
Dude, he's so fucking smart. He just spits out shit all the time, and it's like it's just crazy. What would you give her wisdom?
Wisdom would be higher. Wisdom would be a 14. Because she knows
You're giving her a higher wisdom than Jeremy?
I've never, like, there's not many things.
I'll give her the same, but I won't
Well,
give
there's
her
not many
higher.
things that she's done that, like, I'd be like, that's dumb wisdom wise. Like, she saved enough to go to fucking Europe. She financially stable to do all this shit.
I'm financially stable to do all my shit.
No, you're not.
What? I do all my shit?
You do, but you're also late on rent.
I have never been late on rent, not once.
That's how you've told us.
I have 3 days. It says in the lease I have 3 days.
I'm still gonna go. Our wisdom's probably. Well, if you want to give her equal to Jeremy, that's fine.
I'll give her a 13, which is one higher than Jeremy.
Just it doesn't matter. It's still plus the same.
Right.
It's still the plus same.
We skipped one.
It was intelligence. We didn't skip it. We just kind of. She's got to be a 10, if not 9. She thought there's a 7 on a D6. Just. She reads so much.
She does. She eats up books. Her reading comprehension has to be.
That's why her wisdom's higher.
Here's the thing.
That's why I think it's higher.
Her reading comprehension has to be so much better than mine at this point because of how many books she's read
But I
within
say
the past.
way better than me. I've only read 2 books in my life. That's why I said wisdom's high. It's the street smarts.
The street smarts is the wisdom.
The wisdom, yeah. Street smarts is high, but like she said some things. I'm just like, okay.
That was said. That is a thought.
That was a
thought, a statement. I'm giving her. Okay, all right. What's charisma?
Charisma's at 17.
All day.
That's 100%. She has the highest charisma of this group.
I would 100% agree with that.
Wait,
what about Destiny's charisma?
Scarlet, 100%.
Yeah.
Destiny would be
I'm a 16.
Destiny would be under you.
Okay, we're doing Destiny now. So that was Scarlet.
Scarlet's
charisma is amazing.
There's been so many times when Scarlet's like.
Scarlet has
acting.
no fear. She will go out and do whatever.
Especially like during cons and stuff. Like she'll go out and talk to anybody. Like
don't give a shit. But I mean when
her charisma is like easily the number 1 of the group.
Through the fucking roof. Destiny's strength.
I feel like she's strong. I feel like that she. I don't have anything to base it on though. Like I don't know her as well as anybody on the group because she's newer and I've hung out with her outside of work one time. That was last weekend and I was blacked out drunk half of it.
Destiny and I, when we went to emo night and they would do the pit, we were the ones that were the wall for the 2 of the people we were with. We were the one that would like
push back.
Probably as many as me. So I'd give her the same strength as me.
Probably, what was it?
I got a 12.
12? I'd give her 11. There's no way she's strong as you.
My legs. It's these legs.
It's those legs. Like, she ain't sturdy.
I could kick somebody in the fucking
She
chest.
ain't.
I would
Give her 10. She ain't you.
I could kick in someone's chest. You'd cave right in.
I said she ain't you. I don't think.
Make your heart stop. Dex.
She seems pretty dexterous. She lived on a boat. Like, she.
What would you do if what would you?
Living on a boat adds
that's
at least 3 to your dex score because it's just the rocking and.
And it's just like the living on the water. You're as a human being, you're not supposed to be living on the water.
And then you have to run a boat. You have to throw the lines. You have to
tie that shit up. She sails it. She sails it across.
The boat. So I think her dex.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, her dex is gonna be 14.
Con.
I feel like she can handle her shit. I've drank with her a couple times and she's done really good.
Do you remember that last time for the Cletus panty party? Do you remember anything about that?
Yeah, I was here. But I don't remember what did I do with her dex?
No, she was
fucked up.
Yeah, it was funny. I have a video of it, and she's so cute. She really is.
Well, I mean, I don't think
she's so cute.
Most people.
I think she's also more adventurous in food and stuff than we are. So
could she eat like a spider or a fucking egg with a duck in it?
I'm not gonna say no. I don't know. I wouldn't.
So 14?
No, I'd give her like a 12.
12, like something higher than me.
I give her a 12.
But like my drinking is better than everybody's. Besides maybe like the only person that's higher that can drink more than
Micah
me is Micah.
And he doesn't even drink anymore, and he still gets the crown.
That's what I'm saying. Well, it's because we know what the threshold is that he hit.
Yeah.
He will never hit again.
Intelligence.
Once again, this is more you because I don't hang out with her very often. She doesn't.
Destiny's very.
She doesn't get D&D very much, but she's also
but
not
she's
trying.
but she's also brand fucking new.
But so was Scarlett, and Scarlett tried.
Destiny's very introspective too, so she like can analyze her thoughts and her feelings. She will do her best to sit down and.
I feel like her intelligence is pretty high. Because like, she can sit there and talk to me and like have.
13, 14?
13, 14.
Wisdom?
Probably lower than that. If because
I don't know, because Destiny's can. I think Destiny's street can be street smart, but if her wisdom's lower than intelligence, it's going to be like a 12.
I was saying, I feel like if you have high intelligence and your wisdom should be low. If you have high wisdom, unless you're like good at both, which is, I don't think that's very common. My intelligence and wisdom is decent.
Her wisdom has to be decent. I'd give her a 12.
I still pointed out.
I feel like that was so wrong.
10 points though, like.
That was so wrong.
10 points.
But with Unum, and Unum told her that she was good. Unum told her she was living with me at the time. I saw the paperwork. I would have thought the same fucking thing. And it was out of her control because she got a fucking concussion. She had a giant welt on her head. She couldn't even drive to the fucking...
because of bad decisions.
I give her a 12.
12.
Charisma?
Oh, charisma is high. It's not Scarlet high, but it's like 15.
Wow. I can't wait to show everybody this tomorrow.
They should have watched.
Nah. Nah. Wow.
Yeah, charisma's high. It's definitely not Scarlet high. Scarlet needs to be like the top, nowhere near, like 2 plus anybody else.
There's no way. So my 16. Scarlet is
17.
Yeah, Scarlet's 17, and then you gave Destiny a 15. So it goes Scarlet, Sarah,
And that's funny because I think
Destiny.
I think you and Destiny have probably the same. I think that might be switched. But also, like I said, I don't.
He said, I can't wait to discuss this straight up disrespect. Micah.
I think your charisma, if we're giving Destiny that,
I'll give myself a 15.
Yeah, so you need to go lower because I think you and Scarlet, or you and Destiny are pretty much same charisma wise.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to anybody, you can hold a conversation with anybody.
Then can I put my wisdom up to a 10? A fucking
you make
9.
really bad decisions.
We gave Knock a 9.
You make really bad decisions.
You said me and Sweet Knock are on the same level of
Yes.
wisdom? That's mean. That was hurtful. Okay, so now that we've graded our friends, now that we've graded our friends,
and we will hear the repercussions of this tomorrow. If they watched it, which they might have, I don't know.
I cannot wait. I can't wait. All right, let's move on to fucking back to the questionnaires that I have.
Oh God,
this was really good. I had a lot of fun with this actually. I had so much fun with this because then I would like to see them grade us. You know what I mean? Because again, this goes back to the question of your perspective of yourself versus your friend's perspective. Because my friends, I feel like my friends think highly of Sarah than Sarah thinks of herself.
I think that we're gonna run into a problem because if we do it tomorrow and let them grade us, they're gonna be real spiteful with their answers.
What if we just put a piece of paper out and didn't tell them our answers? And
All they do is watch.
They're not going to know. The only person that's going to know is fucking Micah. And he's God. He knows everything anyway.
That's true.
So we just ask them to do it. And then we'll be like, this is what we did. Give them the old 1, 2.
Oh, I would love... Yeah, have them.
I would love to do that.
Have them on one side of the paper grade themselves, what they think. The other side of the paper grade us two.
Just us two?
Just us two. Because they weren't here to talk and all this stuff.
So they'd be grading themselves, and then the two of us.
And two of us. Because then they can't.
That could be our opening. I'll set it up, and that way it could just get done, and then we could talk about it once we open. Ha ha ha. All right, you ready to go back to the interview questions?
Let's go.
All right. This one is about your love language. I don't know. Do you know all 5 love languages?
No, fuck no.
Okay, I'm gonna educate you a little bit.
Also, like I said,
Which is weird for somebody who likes to be in a relationship and have a partner. You should know the love languages. You should know all of them, because I'm sure all of the people you dated have had some sort of love language. Like, for example.
But I don't read those kind of, like, I don't go.
You should, hold on.
I don't go that deep into that kind of stuff.
But you should.
Okay.
It's your partner.
It's your turn to entertain why.
Guys.
It's like we have 30 minutes left now.
All right. Well, what did you say? Oh. Anyway, so let's go back to talking about role models for a second. God texted me, aka Micah, and I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not, but he said that he was very touched that he was my role model. And I don't know if he's trying to insult me or if he actually gives a shit. Because sometimes Micah can come across as, sometimes I feel like he's being sincere, and he's like, no, I'm being a fucking asshole, which is funny. And then other times I'm like, you're not, like he'll be like, hey, your hair looks nice today, and I'm like, wow, so it looks like shit. Thanks, dude. So anyway, it's all about reading your friends, and then also trying to get to know, like, your perspective. I don't know, man. Going back to this topic of, is your perspective of yourself more realistic than your perspective from your friends? Because your friends can see you on so many different levels and kind of take an outside view of, like, your thoughts and everything. But then you live with your thoughts and you live with your feelings. So then it's like, well, do I know myself better than my friends know me? I don't know. Because my friends have seen some sides of me, y'all. My friends have seen me go through a terrible breakup, have seen me pick myself back up. My friends, but if it wasn't for my friends and the people that you see sitting at this table tomorrow, the people that are not present at the table tomorrow, like, they have really helped piece me back together piece by piece. And if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. And I love who I am today. Correct?
What?
I love who I am today.
That's an inner question. And
all right. No, I do.
I believe that you do.
No, I do. Anyway.
All right, let's go. I'm here.
I'm going to talk to you about the 5 love languages. I'm just going to let you know what they are, and then we can discuss on what.
I would love to know this, because I don't do any of this kind of deep dive shit.
Okay. You have 5 love languages. These are the 5 basic common love languages that most people have or don't have. Like, I know mine. I know my top. Like, when you do a love language class, like, these are actual classes that you learn. You have a top and you have a bottom. You have a ceiling and you have a basement.
There's always a top and a bottom.
All right. You have a ceiling and you have a basement.
Okay.
That's how it's described in the class.
So it's 5, and then there's always a top and a, like, 1
so
and 5.
okay. So you have acts of service.
Okay.
You have words of affirmation. You have quality time. You have physical touch, and you have gift giving. Those are 5 love languages. However, love language is, what does Jeff need to receive in order to feel loved? And then what does Jeff give to show love? Those are 2 separate things. Like, for example.
Gift giving's bottom.
Like, for example, I need words of affirmation. And I think that's because my family, we grew up and it was words of destruction is the opposite. So they would always be verbally, which turned into emotionally and mentally abusive, right? So in my romantic relationships, I need words of affirmation. I need you to tell me that you look good, here's this, here's that, whatever. And I might come across as like, oh, I'm cringy, but inside
That's
I'm like, what?
No.
What's for? Oh, that's your, okay.
Yeah, I'm just learning all this right now.
No, because we are going to go through what yours in order. But what I give I would either say is either acts of service, like I show up when I need to show up as a friend or a partner or whatever, or gift giving. I love leaving little gifts around, whatever that may look like. So we're going to talk about, I'll write it down for you so that way we can kind of discuss it so you don't have to think about it. So
is this therapy session?
Yeah. So
we're doing therapy on air?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Free therapy.
Free therapy.
So I'm going to go, let's first do with what does Jeff need to receive in order to feel loved? And this can even be like love like from a parent, partner.
We're talking about relationships or like there's difference. So
let's do partner because that's more of the love that we focus on.
Same thing in that aspect of like my number one is like being
that you need to receive.
Being there for me.
Would you put that under acts of service or quality time? Like, do you want Patty?
Act of service.
You want Patty to do things for you versus.
Oh, well, I mean, they already know Patty's there.
Yeah.
Well, so we're just doing relationship, not everything.
Oh, okay. So, but
so we can do relationship.
But I would argue that Jeff loves quality time. Like he doesn't matter. He wants to do something with somebody. He doesn't want to do it alone. He loves having somebody around to do that activity or thing with.
Yes.
I would say that is your number one love language, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then acts of service can go next.
But I love for like, yeah, that'll work. I don't want to deep dive into my relationship, but yeah, that's.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it just in general, I think like even your friendships with like Jeremy, you and Jeremy spend quality time together all the time, but Jeremy is not fucking doing a service for you.
But here's the thing, quality time is number one, but like active service in the sense of like if I need you in a situation and you're not there for me, it will hurt me deeper than
not spending time with you.
Not spending time with me.
Okay, then I'll put active services first because if it cuts you deeper, then that's gonna.
I've lost a lot of friendships over like not being there for me
when you need
times
it.
that I need somebody to be there for me.
Okay, so acts of service.
It happens a lot.
Okay, so acts of service is number one of what Jeff needs to receive.
They say if I'm there for you in situations,
you would expect the same,
and you're not there for me, then I will literally like
cut you the fuck off, and like not ever talk to you again. Okay. So then we would argue then after that would be quality time.
Yeah, no, that's not even an argument.
Okay.
It's argument for
so your top two.
First. Yeah, so it's argument what's first. It's not argument what's second. It's whichever one's not first, the other one's second.
Okay, so your top two is acts of service, quality time. Number three. The last three are gift giving.
Bottom.
Words of affirmation.
Above that.
Physical touch.
3.
Physical touch is 3?
Yeah, 100%.
And then
because like if we're not physically intimate, then I'm not. I
But do you hug your friends? Is that like?
Yeah, absolutely. I always handshake.
Like Micah and I know that we can relate on the fact that physical touch is not. We don't need physical touch. I don't need physical touch ever. But if my friend goes to hug me because.
But I always make him awkward because I always want to shake his hand or like.
No, but that's the thing is like Micah and I. Micah and I don't need to receive that, but we'll give that if somebody needs it.
Let's say if when I'm drunk I hug him and it makes him awkward and makes me laugh.
Okay.
So I love physical affection. I think I need physical affection more than I need talking affection. I don't need you.
Which is words of affirmation. So
yeah, I don't need you to tell me you love me. I need you to show me you love me. Which is a big thing, yeah.
All right.
Like,
let's talk about then what you think you give in your order.
I will always be there for somebody is there for me. So
you'd say acts of service?
Acts of service.
But you have to remember acts of service is also doing like a... the arguments there of just like acts of service would be like if Patty cleaned the house for you. That's an act of service.
I do that.
Or wash your truck. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm always that one to do what somebody else wants. Mm-hmm. And do what somebody else needs. That's my number one. I'm always there. If you need me, I'm there. You know, I was there for you.
Both you and Patty were both there for me, and you gave up your fucking bed for me sleeping, and then the next night Patty let me sleep in her room.
Too. Like I said, I'm always there. No matter if you need me, I will be there if I can. And like the threshold of can is really low. Because if I can't, there's got to be a reason why I can't. But like I will always be there for you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I expect from other people. and I never get it back.
Well, you know what else is a good example of you doing acts of service? This D&D shit.
This.
Yeah. This is an act of service. You know what I mean?
I'm saying I'm always there. I want. Well, it's last week last month we talked about like I always want to make people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I would say definitely act of service.
I say one of the things is being there for if somebody needs me.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is the second thing that you give? Do you want me to remind you one more time? Quality time, physical touch.
Quality time. Quality time. I think it's the same thing. Put them in the same order.
You sure?
Yeah.
So you're not really a gift person.
I think gifts are stupid.
What if I gave you a gift? You think it's dumb? Like if it's a gift that I knew that you really liked?
Yes. Because when you give me a gift, in my mind, it means I have to return a gift to you. So it like
you just don't like getting gifts. You think it's a drag.
I don't like the obligation to like now I have to go out of my way to think about the perfect gift. Can I make a perfect gift for you? Absolutely, but I don't want to go out of my way to think about it. That's why when me and Patty, our birthdays we give each other gifts, and on Christmas we go on vacation. Because why the fuck would I spend $500 on a gift for you and you spend $500 on a gift for me on something that I could buy myself? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And makes no sense to her.
Mm-hmm.
So during Christmas we go on vacation because we spend money on that instead.
Okay.
We spend $500 on you. You spend $500 on me. We spend $1,000 to go on vacation.
Mm-hmm. And that's quality time.
That's quality time.
And that's a gift in itself.
Which is way more important than like a fucking physical thing. Because like why?
A thing to just hang up on your wall or a watch. I see what you're saying.
But like why exchange the same thing when you could just go and spend quality time together?
Mm-hmm. That's understandable.
Well, like birthdays are one thing. Like birthdays, you should spend money on something because it's their birthday. It should feel special.
Yes.
But like Christmas, it's like I make it feel special. You think it's so special. It's like
But you know what? I love our Christmas tradition that we have here.
Well,
the Secret Santa. I love that.
That's
because then it's also like I don't have to specifically get every single person in here.
That's different.
That's fun.
That's different.
It makes it fun. It's exciting.
I'm spending money on somebody who's not necessarily spending money on me.
Yeah, and it's exciting.
It's exciting.
I love
that. As far as one-on-one, like, I just don't think I think it's pointless to spend money on somebody that's spending the same amount of money on you. But so we can go spend that same amount of money somewhere else and go have a fucking 4-day weekend together and have a great time.
Okay.
So, like, gift giving is bottom to me.
So, for me, I need words of affirmation, and I know that that's because... Like, for example, when we were on that party bus and we were driving home, every single person, and that's including yourself, and I don't remember if you remember this, that was, like, drunk, came up to me and affirmed how well I was doing in life right now. And that means a lot to me. I don't care that you're drunk or whatever, because I know that you would tell me sober, like, hey, you wouldn't do it
I do tell you sober all the time.
Right, but I mean, like, it was a grandiose, like show that everybody did.
I'm probably less...
But, like, words of affirmation to me, especially, like, when we're in a relationship and you can give me words of affirmation,
Where would that go in your list, though? I want to know your list.
My words of affirmation?
Yeah, I want to know.
As to what I give? Words of affirmation is number one, what I need to receive.
So that's number one.
Yeah. So, like, but I know when you guys say stupid shit to me and it's funny, it's because that's what I'm saying is your words matter to me. Words matter to me. So, and even when you say stupid shit that, like, it's like, you stupid bitch, I know you don't fucking mean that, and we're the jokes, you pay attention to me, and I know that you can, because you pay attention to me, you make jokes about stupid shit that pertain to my life. Like when you make jokes that I don't have any parents. That's fucking...
Who would do that?
No, right? That's so mean.
Fucking assholes.
The second thing I need to receive...
I forgot what episode it was, but I literally never goes... And it was like, oh, they're not there. And I was like, just like your dad. And you're like...
Do you know, I told you the time about how Megan texted me and she said, your dad's here at the Hard Rock. And I said, which one? Which one? And then I was like, oh, if you see him, can you tell him I said hi?
Tell him I said, thanks for...
Tell him I said, what's up?
Thanks for birthing me. But like I said, the fact that you take the joke so well and they're funny.
Because I think for me, it's because I know you pay attention. That means you're paying attention to my life. And then I also know that if something serious was to happen, I could come to you, talk to you or whoever.
It's already happened.
Because I am such a, like, when I'm feeling emotional, I have to talk it out. If I don't talk it out, I'll fucking lose it. I'll lose it. I have to have some sort of, like, therapy session to talk about but I know what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, and why I'm feeling it. But I have to tell somebody about it. I need to bounce my words off of you to make myself feel better.
I had that same situation. Only in certain times. Like
it's every time, no matter what it is.
Because I don't want to air out my dirty laundry just to make myself feel better.
None of my laundry's dirty.
My laundry's dirty in case, like.
I always have clean laundry.
So if me and Patty are fighting, I don't want to talk to everybody about it because I don't want people to know.
No, that does bother me. But I know that I might have a partner that would bother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's just I'm just so open about my life that I really don't care. It doesn't.
Right now. Saying, if this Sarah got in a relationship,
I would be respectful about what the person would want. I think
you'd feel different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd feel respectful. Like, with my ex-boyfriend, was he did not like that I blabbed everybody about our business. But I would argue it's not just your business, it's my business, and it makes me feel better to talk to my friends about it, so you can go fuck yourself.
I know, but that's not the
and
right
that's
mindset.
not okay. Yeah, I just said. Old Sarah.
Yeah.
Second thing I need to receive is acts of service. Third thing I need to receive is gift giving. I love gift giving because it makes me think that you thought about me when I wasn't around. Because gift giving isn't just on your birthday.
Yeah,
gift giving is like,
would
hey.
cleaning the house be gift giving?
No, it'd be an acts of service.
So like
gift giving could also be like.
So roses would be.
Gift giving, yeah. I just love, because it makes me think you thought about, I now know for sure you thought about me when I wasn't around. You could tell me when I get home, I thought about you today, blah, 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 blah. And I like that. I'm not going to say I don't like that. I like that. But then bringing home a gift and being like, I thought about you because I saw this, it made me think about you, or I was just thinking about you and I missed you and I wanted to bring you home a gift. That's a physical, like, in my face, you did think about me. Thank you for the gift.
That's probably the same position that like Patty would have on her list, but I just don't think that. Like I said, I bring flowers.
But that's just you.
I'd say I just don't.
It's just learning about your love languages and like what it means. Like there are so many books. Like this is part of like a psychology course I took one time, just learning about the human love languages. Next would be quality time, and then the last thing on my list is physical touch. And I think
quality time's not on the higher on the list.
No, quality time is the number 4.
And physical touch is the bottom.
Yeah, I don't like to touch anybody. I'm not a touchy feely person. Like, when's the last time you ever saw me be touchy feely with anybody? I hate PDA. You will find me holding someone's hand. Like my sister. The physical touch is her number 1. She would crawl back into our mom's uterus if she could. That's how much she wants physical touch. Sometimes my sister, when we're out together, she'll just start holding my hand, and it makes me feel like awkward, but I know that this is her love language, so I'm not going to pull away. But it makes me feel awkward because I'm like, we're in public and you're fucking holding my hand and people are going to think we're dating and that we're not family, and I fucking hate that. It's weird. And then like my significant other, don't make out with me in public. I hate the people that make out at bars. If you're going to hold my hand, do it for like a couple minutes and then let me go, babe. I don't want to fucking deal with it. Like I'm just not I don't need physical touch to feel loved. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's just not. It does not.
But my family,
I feel.
I was talking to this lady yesterday, and she was like kind of upset that we were talking, because Cohen kept touching me, and then Cohen knows that I don't like physical touch, and then he apologized, and the guest was like, "Why are you apologizing?" And I explained to her I don't like physical touch, and then I just told her that my family, like, we never really hugged. I can tell you the last time my mom hugged me, and it was one of like the only 5 times in my memory the last time my mom hugged me. Like, it's just, that is not.
Well, it also goes like, Patty's family says "I love you" every time they got the phone.
I do that. I say I love you. I say I love you to my friends.
I don't.
Fucking just knocking cast today. I was leaving them and I was like, "Bye guys, I love you."
It makes me feel awkward.
To say I love you?
Yeah.
You would rather touch somebody than say I love you?
Yeah, I'd rather give you a hug. I'd rather give you a big ass fucking bear hug.
I'm the
Or
opposite.
I crack your back because it's such a strong hug.
I'm the opposite, and I think it's because also like when I was raised very religious, so like physical touch is like a more like intimate thing. Like there's no like just.
I say that's way more than saying I love you. Like I don't think
No, that's the thing is like I don't want to be intimate with everybody. That's in my head it's like a sexual intimacy.
But you'd rather say I love you to somebody than hug them?
Yeah, because I love you, and I love Micah, and I love Jeremy, I love Knock, I love Scarlett.
Right now.
Don't touch me.
And that's the weirdest thing.
That's
the fact that we're talking
like
about this.
Jeremy,
Like,
but Jeremy knows. But Jeremy knows that
I hug Jeremy all the time.
I know, and Jeremy.
But I'd rather.
But Jeremy
hug
likes
him,
physical touch.
But
He doesn't care.
I'd rather hug him than tell him I love him.
But Jeremy would probably rather hear you say, "I love you, brother. You're the best." Like that's.
He might, but like.
That seems like Jeremy. But Jeremy is probably like his words of affirmation, physical touch might be the same.
But like Jeremy, this is a weird thing about.
Do you remember the other day that I stood right here and Jeremy just came up to hug me, and then you came around and hugged me as well? I'll let Jeremy or I'll let any of my friends hug me because I appreciate that's like how you're feeling. You want to hug me, sure. Like, but I'm never gonna initiate it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and initiate the touching, the feeling. The most that I have ever noticed myself touching any of my friends or like my girlfriends even is I'll play with their hair. Like sometimes, or like if I'm at the bar, I'll do like a soft tap, like behind you. Like I'm very very gentle about it. But like I'll play with my girlfriend's hair, like while I'm sitting next to them. That's the most physical touch, and I don't even feel like that's touching. It's just like your hair, because I love playing with hair. I love when somebody plays with my hair. I love that shit.
That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Not me, because obviously I have no hair.
No.
I play with Patty's hair all the
time.
Yeah. But like that's also physical touch. Like I said, I just don't.
But
I'd much rather hug you than tell you I love you, because I think I just don't. It's weird to me.
I think. I mean,
it's weird.
But again, like I wasn't hugged much as a child. I wasn't touched as a child.
Like I said,
I was touched, but not in the way.
Whoa, okay. Do I love everybody in the D&D group? Absolutely. But would I rather hug them than tell them I love them? Absolutely.
I'm the opposite.
That's weird. But I grew up in a family that didn't say I love you. We hugged. Like so we got off the phone. Like it's just recently now that I told my mom and my dad that I love them all the time.
Mm.
Only because of Patty, because I see how
it's such
how common it is to be able to say it. Like
it's such an innate thing in me that I have to catch myself from saying it to like just people I don't really know on the phone.
And I'm the opposite, where like somebody will say I love you and I won't say it back just because I just feel like it's fucking
if people don't
weird.
say it back to me, I'm not going to be upset.
I say it's
like Knock doesn't say it back to me all the time. Cass does.
I think you actually said it last week to me or something. Like at one point you said
I left the room and I was like, bye guys, love you.
It was when we talked to you on the phone when we were drunk, me and Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
bye guys, I love you.
Okay, bye. I was like,
bye, I love you. Oh, the connection.
Oh no.
No, but that's I think
I just don't. It's weird to me. I think that's.
I think.
The fact it's on the list, like I said, is I've never done this, so I don't know.
No, that's all right. I mean, but this isn't. It's not like physical touch. It's like something that I'm like super against. It's just something I don't need to receive love, and I feel like I don't have to touch you to make you feel my love.
So me and Scarlett, like literally, like have a high five together. I give her a huge hug.
Remember when Charlie died and Scarlett came to hug me, and I literally told her to stop touching me, because when I'm sad, I don't like to be touched. My uncle one time, we got into such an argument that I started crying. This was like 2 years ago. I started crying, and it was because I was just so sad and angry about what we were arguing about, that he came to hug me, and I was like screaming for him to get off me. I was like, do not, I'm an adult now, and I'm telling you, do not fucking touch me when I'm sad. Never have I ever had a partner console me, like touch me while I'm sad. I don't like it. It makes me feel even more awkward. I've never like cried into somebody, like where somebody like you're hugging, like you would hug me and I would just sob into you. That's not an innate, that's like.
I know, I've seen it.
Me crying into somebody?
Mm-hmm. I have a picture of you crying into somebody when you found out about.
But listen. I went into the kitchen.
Patty's like, how's it going? I was like, it's going like this.
I went into the kitchen and Talia hugged me, and then Jeremy hugged me. It wasn't I initiated the hug.
I know what I'm saying, but you still leaned into it.
But I'm not going to initiate. I need you to hold me while I cry. My sister, on the other hand, she'll be like, I need you to hold me while I sob.
I would never initiate it.
No, but I don't.
But I would definitely, if somebody came and hugged me while I was crying.
I don't know why that makes me feel so.
I would never initiate it, but like somebody.
Maybe there's like a deep like thing inside me that like wants somebody to hold me, but I don't want to ask for it while I'm sad. But I don't know. But when I'm sad, I just you could sit right here while I sob.
That's weird.
I don't want you to leave the room, but I want you to sit right here while I sob.
I could never.
Because it's really hard to like when you see somebody cry to not want to like console them. You know what I mean?
I said I could never sit there and like watch somebody cry from the
No,
side.
no. And like sometimes when I see.
That's also apparently part of my love language.
No, dude, and like sometimes when I see my friends cry, it's like one of the first thoughts that come to my brain is like, but I think that's like a human thing. Like when you see somebody in pain and they're upset, you want to console them somehow, and you don't know how else to do it than just like to know that I'm here for you type of thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now as one of my friends, I'm gonna say, what do you think is something that I give? I feel like I can give any of the love languages based off of what you need. I think
not physical touch.
Well, if somebody needed physical touch, I would.
If I was
like
crying,
my ex-boyfriend, his love language is physical touch, and I knew that, and I gave him physical touch when he needed it or wanted it or whatever, because that was his love language, but I never initiated it.
Because if I was crying right now, say somebody died, would you hug me?
I would slowly tiptoe over to you.
It's like there's a spider there. Like I don't understand.
Tiptoe over, and I would just kind of. Would you have told me that somebody died, or would it just be like?
If I'm crying and
obviously people know, and then somebody said it, and then you told me, and I don't know.
If I'm crying, I'm going to tell people why. Like, I'm not going to hide it. Would you? I would have to. It would have to. It's like you would have to, but like. But would you? I
would. Oh my God, yeah, I would. I've hugged everybody in this room before. It's not like I've hugged
you so many times that
exactly.
I know that you...
Because I know that I would. Like, Sly, he'll hug me every time he sees me. I don't give a shit about it. It does not bother me.
I'm going to give you a bigger hug now every time I see you now.
I really regret this.
I say this is a great podcast. Every time I see you at work, I'm going to give you a huge hug.
I think I give a lot of words of affirmation. I think I don't know, because I also feel like I give quality time, too, because I'm always hanging out with people. I always try to fit people in my schedule. But that's also me, FOMO, and not wanting to say no. Gift giving is probably last on my list. I love it, but that's probably not something that I give. That's not one of the want. It's what I want. It's what I want for me.
But it's something you literally just gave all those people that you've never even met gifts that you want them to be happy. You love gift giving.
But I give more. But I give more quality time than I give gifts. I give more words of affirmation than I give gifts. I give more acts of services than I give gifts.
I think the words of affirmation. When? Hold on. When? That's all I have to say is when. Was the last time I've heard you say, affirmation-wise to other people? Like, when was the last time you said, like, without, like, being that, like, without
trying to be funny?
Without being funny, and meant, like, hey, Mikey did a great job tonight, or, hey, we did good on the bar together, or, hey.
I texted Destiny the other day, and I said... I texted her and I just told her how much I loved her and how much I appreciated her.
That's not affirmation. That's just like talking. That's I guess that counts.
That counts because you wouldn't do that. You don't just text Jeremy how much you love him.
He texts me how much he loves me.
Exactly.
And then I text him back, I love you too.
Right, but you don't initiate it.
No,
and then,
absolutely not.
Like, I'll text my friends randomly, my sister and I.
I actually called him because I was like, hey, drunkie, let's talk.
Hey.
And he was in New York.
Hey, girl.
He was in New York, and I was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I think...
He's like, there's so many things here that, like, I thought of you, and, like, I just want to say I love you, and I was like, all right, I'm going to call you, and it's like...
yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, what's going on?
I think, I definitely just... Physical touch is last on my list of what I give. Well, then it's physical touch.
Thank you. Like, you said gift giving, and I was like, no, physical touch is dead last in your list.
It's physical touch... You're saying words of affirmation. You're saying physical touch, words of affirmation.
No.
What would you say is my number one thing that I give as a friend, like that you have observed as me as a friend to everybody here?
Being there.
That would be acts of service.
Acts of service. Said last physical touch. Gift giving is going to be 2 or 3. What's the other one?
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation
is 4. Quality time.
Quality time's 2. Because I think that's the same thing as...
Okay, so my list goes acts of service,
Or
quality time.
Either, like, one of those separated. Because, like...
gift giving, words of affirmation, and physical touch.
Yeah. Words of affirmation, like, I don't think that you are overly, like... You don't
Savvy.
overly excel about, like, telling somebody they did a good job.
No.
And so, like, it doesn't need to be in your top 3.
But I will say, like...
do you do it? Yeah, but, like, I don't think it's to be in top 3.
Yeah, I just know that, like... because of how I was raised, that matters more to me than anything else. Which is sad but true.
Sad but true.
Alright, I'm ripping these pages out so that way they don't see this. So we can do this tomorrow. Have them grade us.
Cool,
not
cool.
on love languages, but on the fucking...
Okay.
on the D&D shit.
The D&D shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's
12:06.
6 past. It's time to end this thing.
I had so much fun.
Well, I guess next week I only have to put the screen up. I just leave the screen and just keep... Oh, not next week, but next month when we do this.
I literally... First of all, I'm just so happy and excited that some of my stays were here. And we're here...
You had some of your...
I know.
Your stays literally talking to us and...
Interacting. Somebody said they agreed with you on something that you had said.
Oh, shit.
They were like, I'm with Jeff on this one. I don't remember what it was. I'll find it, though. Dude, the chat on live stream only goes so far. It won't let me go.
I don't know how it's gonna... I don't think it's gonna be on the comments or not. I don't know. I've never...
I don't know. But, anyway, I had a lot of fun. I always have fun doing the podcast. This is something I'm always... lately have been looking forward to.
I'll say it's a newer thing.
And I've been looking forward to it every time.
It's good.
I'm glad that we moved it today, and I'm sorry that I couldn't do it next week.
You ever want to start doing it more often?
Give Jeremy more breaks.
I'm always down.
Okay. Well, that's up to Jeremy, too, because this is his show. I just co-host to give him a break.
But it also gives him a break, and he loves that.
Yeah. So, but, like, I guess whenever But I like having the little time off, because then we can kind of come back together and be like, hey, so what's going on in the past, like, month or two?
Yeah.
Not a month or two, week or two.
Week or two.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're not on...
But it's not like I don't see you every week anyway.
Every Thursday.
And then I just tell you what's going on anyway.
It's not like it's a
you
fucking
haven't missed
surprise.
anything,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Anyway.
Besides the fact that you're learning Korean.
And I'm going to go home and finish that lesson.
Okay.
안녕하세요.
And I'm going to go sleep because I have to be up at 6:45.
Alright, well, because I say this all the time, I love you guys. I love you, Jeff. Dude, no! Somebody help me! Somebody help me!
Oh my god, I love you too! I love
Stop
you too!
it! I don't like this!
Alright, bye guys. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Cleansed.
Tomorrow night. We'll see you
Somebody
tomorrow night.
help me.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye, I love you
Bye.
guys.